Yo, yo, yo. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. It is the Southern Gooner with special guest today. Lion Text TV is in the building. Brother, what's the word?
Nah, thank you for having me again, Matty, man. I wish it was under better circumstances, but it is a pleasure to be here nonetheless, to get me.
Yep, yep. And also, my brother from another mother, TJ Warren, is in the building. Got us looking like old. We looking like old men today because of this team. Scruffy. Yeah. Even got me with a beard, bro. What's the word, man?
Dude, I'm stressed out. Like I was telling you guys in the back, and big up Lion Text. Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, big up, man.
I literally, bro, I'm so stressed. I was telling Flawless last night. I got grill marks on my ass from how much I've been getting cooked out here because Arsenal be letting me down. I'm stressed, Matt. I'm stressed, but I'm sure we're gonna get into it. And yeah, again, thanks for having me, bro. I really, really appreciate it. It's been too long.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we it was crazy because we was gonna do the show anyway, but then Tech, we was like, you look up and you see the result this weekend, it's like, well, damn, bro, now we got to go in a whole nother direction,
Literally.
Bro, I tell you, man, this past weekend encapsulated another season where we are going to come up short. I've seen a lot of people this weekend saying, well, but we got room for error, and we still can make it up, and there's only one game, one loss, and we got Bayern, this person ain't playing, that person ain't playing, and I'm here to tell y'all, man, this season is over with. This season's done. The question for everybody is, how long are we gonna keep going through this? Because you know what they say insanity is, that's doing the same thing over and over and over again, looking for a different result. This team, this manager, and this ownership regime, I think they like suffering, man. I don't like suffering. Me personally, I don't like it. I don't like feeling uncomfortable. I'm from the South. It gets hot down here. It gets really hot during the summer. It gets real uncomfortable. And for a team that for 4 years to keep feeling uncomfortable, there's something wrong with that, man. But Friday we were on with Tony Clark Gunner, me and Tex. And so afterwards we ended up just talking and chatting, and then we ended up going down a rabbit hole. And so we was pulling video. And something, for some weird reason, something said, let's break down some film of our team for this year. And so we watched what Tech? Well over an hour worth of film.
Probably about 2.5, I think. 2.5 hours.
On this current team, the team that played this past weekend, we watched just about every goal you could think of we scored this year. And you know what stood out? It was how small the margin was that if that goal did not go in, we were in major trouble. And we were putting ourselves in crazy situations to score. Well, what did you see this weekend? See, Ted, when you saw Havertz on that, when that ball was sent, all three of those balls were sent right through to him. Those were the opportunities. And remember, I told you it took forever to build up to it, and then when you get to it and you can execute, you see how much trouble you in. We went back to the 017, the 018, and you looked at all the other teams, and you just saw how smooth everything was. And with this team, everything, it takes 20 years to get it started, and then when it does get started, it's not a guarantee that it's going to work out. We're going to break this game down in a second, but I just for me, man, I'm at my wit's end with it, man. I'm at my wit's end with it. Tech, we'll come to you, brother. What's your thoughts? I mean, like I said, we broke this stuff down. It was crazy because it was almost foretelling what was going to happen. But what's your thoughts on what you saw this weekend, man?
The thing is, mate, it's like we could foresee the future because we were literally going over this, and what the tactics and the way we play and the low percentage, like it is ridiculous, bruv. I swear to God, man. But I was literally saying, remember on Tony Claude's show, I was actually saying I have a bad feeling that this manager is going to tinker with this team. I was literally saying this, and he's gone and done it, bro. I couldn't believe it. When I saw the lineup, I was like, oh, no. He's gone and done it. He's literally gone and done it. I was like, if he does not get a result, yeah, it's on his neck. Literally on his neck. And no one else. I'm not even blaming the players. Forget that. It's on him because he picked that team. And he knew, yeah, that this was the most important game, not the Bayern Munich game. Like, he's probably thinking, oh, we're going to beat Bayern. We're not going to beat Bayern Munich. I don't even care about that game right now. To be honest, it's irrelevant. Even if we beat them, I want this guy out, man, because I'm just tired of this, bro. Like, Zinchenko, like, honestly, man, like, why is this guy still coming in the squad? When we was on that run where we was beating teams up, yeah, what is the common denominator that we didn't have in these teams? Zinchenko, Jesus. All of us, no coincidence, yeah. They come back into the team, all of a sudden we're struggling again. No coincidence, man. And then moving Havertz from up front to the midfield. Did this manager not see that at the beginning of the season, this was not working? We was just getting ran through. Declan Rice on his own. Literally just getting bypassed with ease. Like, this is just rinse and repeat. Like, this manager, I don't know what is wrong with this guy. Yeah? I don't know. Maybe he has dementia or something, because I don't even know anymore about. I swear to God, that this manager, he's just a joke, man.
Yeah,
it's a joke, Matty, man.
It's his. I don't know if anybody caught me and Lee's watch along and Ola, but when he made those substitutions, I literally said, man, this is match fixing. Because it was so out of order. It was almost like somebody phoned him in and said, hey, man, it's time to throw this game. You know, hey, you know what we paid you to do. That's what it almost felt like it was. Because I couldn't believe I saw him take off Ben White and Martin Odegaard. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. And then he put Tomiyasu over there on the right-hand side when he's been on the left-hand side when he's played all year, and he kept Zinchenko on. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. TJ, brother, what do you make of the madness? And brother Abs is in the building. He just checked in, brother. But go ahead, TJ.
Big up Abs every single time. No, look, like the substitutions. I was punching my keyboard. I couldn't believe what we were watching. But you know why he was doing it. I mean, and we'll get into this, I'm sure. But he has one eye on Bayern Munich, man. That was all that was. There was no injury. There was no. I mean, is Ben White on the injury report? Is Odegaard on the injury report? I haven't heard bup about it, man. So we had one eye on Bayern Munich, and he was confident, and I have no idea where he gets this confident. He was confident that Zinchenko could play 90 minutes against this Villa team, where you could see that he was doing absolutely nothing. He had a couple of great balls over the top. I think there were 2 or 3 balls that were over the top, but it didn't matter because Aston Villa was putting us offside, or Jesus was running offside, or Kai Havertz was running offside. It was absolutely dead football. So, and that's what even makes the subs more shambolic. And what a lot of people in this fan base tend to forget about this club is that when we start running into into questionable results or bad results, it doesn't matter who's on the pitch. We have a hard time picking our head up. You know, we're winless in 3. Like, I don't think people have clocked that because they thought drawing at Manchester City away was somehow a win. I don't know how people think sometimes, but people were marking that as a win going into this game and going into the Bayern game. This team and this manager, unless they have a trip to Dubai planned, go into a spiral when we run into bad results. So that's what makes the subs even more ridiculous in my mind, because at that point you're showing that you don't care to win the match because you're taking off the best performer of the game in Martin Odegaard, which honestly isn't necessarily a compliment because he was okay in a bad bunch. And you're putting on Tomiyasu on the left, which or on the right, which he has played a couple of games on the right when Ben White got injured, but that's not his natural position. That's not his natural position. And you're putting on and you're putting in and you're keeping on Zinchenko for a full 90 after he's not doing the business, man. It didn't make any sense to me. It really didn't. I mean, and we're going to have to hold this now because we're going into a Bayern Munich Allianz Arena with our heads down and a left back that he's going to start Zinchenko. Like, I hate to play spoiler alert for you. He's going to play Zinchenko against Bayern Munich because we have to score. We have to score. And he thinks that this guy is the key. And absolutely, and packing the midfield is the key, which I don't think it is. I don't think it is, because Bayern Munich are going to come right at us. And playing three at the back with a back line, and again, I'm not going to go too on a tangent, with a back line that is at the lowest confidence I've seen since Gabriel and Saliba have paired up. They look shambolic right now. So you have to look at the manager, you have to look at the players and say, everybody kind of has to hold a little bit of responsibility, but it starts with the manager, in my opinion. The selection was bad. The subs were worse. And now we're going into a bad situation in Germany, my friend.
It's the old adage of when we lose spectacularly. It's the best type of losing you can find. Anybody want to say they want to get a workshop on how to lose? You just watch Arsenal when we go on these runs like this. I think we're 2-6. I think, what was it, 2-6? Lee was telling me yesterday. I think we're 2-6 in the last little bit here. Let me throw some numbers. Let me throw this number your way before I come to you, Abs. Let me throw y'all this number. How much did we pay for Gabriel Jesus? What did we pay? 45 million for?
45.
How many goals did he score in the last 2 years?
14.
15 total.
50.
15 total.
50.
In all, is that all comps?
Everything.
I was close. One off.
How many goals did he score this year in the league, y'all? 4.
Whoa.
I was going to say 5.
Goals.
4. Just let that sink in. He has never scored past 18 goals in his career. And let me tell y'all, his career started in 2016 in the Premier League. That alone is another notch that you could put on the sackable offense list for Mikel Arteta.
It's a long list.
Yeah, long list. That's another one of these players. I'm starting to wonder if this is an inside job, man. I know this sounds like a conspiracy theorist, but I'm starting to wonder. When you look at these transfer dealings and you look at the return on investment on these players, every player that he's bought from a rival has done more harm than it's done good, just about it. Just about every player. And me and you talked about this Friday, Tech. We talked about this.
Yeah.
Why is it that when we go out and buy a youth player, why don't we get the best youth player?
Exactly.
Because I showed y'all several of Brazilian youth, 18, 19, 17, 16. I showed y'all these Brazilian players. And I said, now we don't sign any of those. They go other places. We go all the way down to Division 10. And then that's the player we go get, and then we bring that player up. Vance, brother, it's so good to see you, man. I'm glad to have you here, brother. Hadn't seen you in a while, man. Just good to see a smile on your face, my brother.
Man, they said this. Well, this is a smile of I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the smile of a crazy man, but
That's a fellowship smile, that
that's
brother.
how I'm coping. That's how I'm coping, man. But yeah,
Talk to us, Doc.
you know what? For me, I've just been avoiding the madness, to be honest, because I'm doing my own thing at the moment, you know, and because I don't want to hear certain things from certain people, and I'm not really for it at the moment. But anyway, apart from that, the bottle job started in the 2-week international break when, you know, the players and Arteta had time to think about it. They had time to think about the Man City game, you know, went into that game, and I'm probably just repeating what everyone else has been saying and thinking as well. Went into that game, we were supposed to be, you know, we were supposed to stick it on Man City, but you know, we went in defensive. Another mentality block, as far as I'm concerned. There was no risks taken in that game. You know, it was a case of Arteta just shutting up shop, and sometimes, as you say, yeah, is it? I think this guy's like an agent. The way he sets out his teams, because he was frightened of Guardiola on Pep that day, and it shows in his selection, it shows in his attitude, it shows in the players he picks. The manager has to take a lot of responsibility. I know, like, we talk about the players and stuff like that a lot of the times, but the manager has a lot to take responsibility for. I'm here in April, yeah, and no one's not asking the question why this manager keeps playing Saka, yeah, when he's out of form, when he's slightly injured, when he's shit. No one is asking the question why this player continues to play. I don't want to hear, oh, there's no one good enough to play in this position. There are players that can play in this position. We have players that can play in his position. Arteta has a squad to choose from. So I don't want to hear excuses about that. I don't want to hear excuses about why we lost to Aston Villa, because, again, as TJ Warren alluded to, you're playing players like Zinchenko, who are not good enough for Arsenal. Yeah, players like Jesus, who are not good enough for Arsenal. Yeah, players like Havertz, who people have been twerking for recently, is not good enough for Arsenal. Yes, he's been playing up front, and yes, he's been giving us something. I'll give him that. But at the end of the day, he's not good enough for Arsenal. And the reason why we're here now, yeah, the reason why we're here now is because some of these players don't know how to handle themselves in the business end for our team. Yeah, this isn't Man City they're playing for, where they can just come off the bench and, you know, run down the clock for about 5-10 minutes. This is Arsenal. You have to put everything in. You have to put every effort into Arsenal. Every detail has to be covered when you come on the pitch for Arsenal. Yeah, you have to play like it's your final game. Play like it's a final. That Aston Villa game, I said, the 7 games that we have, or 6 games now, or whatever, they are all cup finals. Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I could say, if Trossard had scored, if this had happened, and if that had happened, why am I here saying that? I'm actually sorry, I'm rattled at the brother. Why am I here saying
Brother,
if
let loose,
Trossard
man.
had scored?
This therapy. Let loose.
Yeah,
It's needed,
why
man.
am I here? Why
Nice.
am I here saying if this had happened, if that had happened? But instead I'm here saying, well, we bottled this again. Yeah. Same part, same time of year, you know, that time of the year when the players get a little bit shaky and the mentality goes, now we're here again. Yeah. Now, anyone who thinks, yeah, and I will come on your show at the end, pause, yeah, end of the season, if we win the league, yeah. But I'm saying right now, Arsenal are not winning the league, yeah. we'll probably mess up it in probably, I don't know, Tottenham or Man United. We're messing up in one of those games.
Bench.
And Man City are going to go on to win another title, maybe another treble. People put in their onus on Champions League. Forget about that. We're not winning the Champions League.
Hey, Bench, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna come right back to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a reality out there. I told Gunner this yesterday. I'm gonna drop this hammer on y'all too.
I already know the truth that's coming. Go for it.
You know, I'll put a lean in, get my mic, get my camera sorted out right here so y'all can see loud and clear and in color. Don't put it past this team to drop some more points. And they said, well, what you mean by that? Aston Villa are only 8 points behind us. Do you know if we drop 2 more games, they can almost damn near overtake us and we'll be sitting in fourth or fifth again, sitting in 4th place?
Oh,
can you imagine that?
No, I can't. I told him yesterday, I said, I can't. I told Gunner yesterday, I said, I can. I can actually see, I can visualize this happening to Arsenal because when we lose the best way possible. I told y'all that last year. When we fall flat. They are 8 points behind us. And I can remember I told y'all, I said Spurs, Chelsea, United, Wolves. And I kept saying that same list of teams in Villa. I kept saying the same list of teams. And we could find ourselves, Bands, on the outside looking, having to go qualify in the backside of Jerusalem. I just wanted to drop it in that bench. You can carry on, bro. I just wanted to drop that hammer in there so that you know.
Yeah, so, well, not much more really to say, really. This manager, seriously, yeah, everyone's going to be twerking for this manager for another season, yeah, and there's nothing we can do about it. But as far as I'm concerned, him not winning anything, I'm finished with this manager. Seriously, I'll be finished with him. Because you can bring in a striker next season, it's going to be the same thing next season. It's absolutely a mentality issue with Arsenal, with the players, and with the manager as well, and it's never going to change.
You know, Tony. You know, it's just shot Tony Clark. He said last week. I think he said on the show with us last week. You could bring a striker all you want. The manager going to tear him up. The manager going to
Yeah, that's right.
He'll play him at right back. He'll play him at left back. He'll play him at central midfield. He'll play him everywhere but striker. And Tech, we talked about this. We went back and watched tape of Aubameyang. Over there, Marseille scoring goals. You don't tell me Aubameyang don't score on Saturday. You don't tell me Shaka. Not Shaka. Even Shaka would have scored that goal on sitting there thinking about it on Sunday. You know, you look at all these other players that we've had. Pepe couldn't score that. You tell me Pepe couldn't have scored that? You know,
Right.
My Vance brought up an excellent point, and I've got a new name. This is my newest name. You know, I like to name my Arsenal players. You know, we got King of Zamunda. You know, we got I'm calling Bukayo Saka Billie Jean because he has moonwalked all the way back from what he was. He does more dancing and limping than Michael Jackson.
Oh, God.
I mean, what did he do? What did he do Sunday? And I told Gunnar this on the emergency show. Every time for the last 2 to 3 years, all his productivity dries up at the end of the year. All of it.
All the time. Nothing gets spoken about.
No.
Literally happens every season.
He's shielded, y'all. He's shielded. He is shielded like a cloak. You ever seen them old cartoons where somebody they go to shoot the hero and they just throw a cloak around him and it just bullets bounce off of ding, 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 ding. That's what happened with soccer. And so it's time that we start criticizing these players. Martinelli is another one. At the
Oh,
end of the
Martinelli.
season,
Remember when they were saying that Martinelli has a higher ceiling than Bukayo Saka? I'm not sure I believe that anymore.
TJ, don't nobody on this team. You know what? I'm gonna say the
None
same
of them.
thing I told.
Awful.
What did we say Friday night? What did we say? No world
World-class players.
in this team.
Oh, that goes without saying. That goes without saying.
Anyway,
None of them.
nowhere. There are no world-class players in this team. There is no world-class manager. There's no world-class atmosphere. Even what you saw with the folk walking out and all that stuff, it's nothing world-class about Arsenal right now at all. And it's a hard reality that some fans are going to have to face, that this team is not where it needs to be. This is year 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, depending on who you ask. 8th, 5th, baller title shot last year. You ball it again this year. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. And I told folks, I said, we're going to, TJ, and I'm coming over to you. I told people, I said, you go down the list of these players. Look at the list of these players on this team. And people thought I was stone damn crazy in August when I said we need 11 to 12 players. I hope Tony watching this because Tony said, "Man, are you serious?" I said, "Yes. We need 12 players. We need a backup. We needed this player. We need that. We need this. We need that. This team was not constructed to compete." Remember I told Friday, I said if we would have been in more cup competitions, I feel this would even be worse.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We'd be too stretched. TJ,
I mean,
take it away. It's open floor. Just jump in. It's open
Matt,
floor.
you remember back in August, you gave me a call on Instagram. You actually gave me a call. This is back when we called on Instagram. And I remember I was sitting in traffic and season was about to start. And Matt doesn't even say a word to me. Other than TJ, they're gonna do it again. Don't be fooled. They're gonna do it again.
Got it right here on the phone.
Yeah. And me on literally voicemail. They're gonna do it again. And I will give it to this manager and these players. They give you a lot to believe in before they pull the rug out from under you. I mean, and what I'm going to go back to the manager and how he lined up for that Aston Villa game, because what we saw against Aston Villa was the football that we played August through December. That is the football that we played, and we were lucky to be where we were, given our offensive posture through the first half of the season, through the first 21 games of the season. It was absolutely incredible that we were stinking out these victories the way that we were. And that was why everybody got so worried about this starting 11, because A, it was recognizable. You could tell from the players we were putting out there, from Zinchenko to where we were playing Havertz to the fact that Jesus was back into the starting 11. I mean, I don't need to reiterate this to you guys, but people don't remember 4 months earlier when we were dropping 5 points to Fulham, when we were losing at home to West Ham, when we were drawing to teams that we shouldn't be drawing to, barely getting past teams like freaking PSV. Like, come on, guys. Like, a 9-game winning streak wasn't gonna be enough. It was never gonna be enough with the Liverpool and the Man City that we have to play. So now you have to look, I mean, and after we get third or after we get second, what are we going to do now? Are we going to field the same team, or are we going to actually go out and do the business we should have done last summer and gone out and gotten a proven striker, possibly another fullback, possibly another midfielder that can do the business? Like, we are back having the same conversations, Matt. I feel like I'm in Groundhog's Day again. Bro, I feel like I'm in April 2023. It's April Fools that never ended.
No, bro.
You know what I mean?
This is 2015, 2016.
Jesus. No, exactly right. And look, at the end of the day, we had a chance to get it done. But we had a feeling, and this is exactly what you said, is that with Champions League, if we go far in the Champions League, we're going to get stretched. The difference between this season and last season is at least we fell out of Europa early enough to where it hurt even more last season. But now you could see the fact that we didn't do the business last summer, the fact that we didn't do and we believed in players that we haven't seen in 4 to 6 months. Like unfortunately, Yuri and Timber. I don't necessarily blame Yuri and Timber for that. But Fabio Vieira, players that have never come good in this club. Emil Smith-Rowe, love him. He's not good enough. Zinchenko, not good enough. We can go on and on and on about this list. But the fact that we are not getting the proper business done over the summer to not only bring in quality players, but to bring in the right players.
Yeah.
We're not bringing in the right players. So that's something that
and playing them and TJ and playing them in their right position.
Correct. 100%. We're playing Leo Trossard, not necessarily like in some 8 and left wing hybrid.
TJ,
what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Has anybody noticed that whenever he plays him out of position, he has the most howlers of games?
Howlers.
I mean, it's not bad. It is epic bad. Whenever he puts him up where Martinelli is, because see, common sense would have showed him that we're gonna leave the lineup the way it's being, because that's what we getting the most productivity. What we Bance and Tech, we've all sat on the panel and said it. Hey man, he just needs to leave it like it is, and then just we'll just it's because it flows better. And then then you look up and he goes right back. He goes right. It's almost. I'm telling you, man. It's almost like he got the phone call from somebody from the corporate office and say, "Hey, man, activate order 66." That's what it's just like. Activate order 66, and he just hit that button, man, and it just chaos. Tech, I'm gonna come to you. Lee Gunner had the same view when we lost to Fulham. We then went on to win 9 in a row. 1 loss, and here we are. Arteta out again. We are the most reactionary fan base. Not saying we win the Premier League, but come on. Tech, I'm gonna let you take a shot at that one, brother.
Like these fans talking about reactionary, like that's always been the energy. I've always been Arteta. I've always stated, if he don't win a trophy, and I don't care what trophy it is, he has to go. So it's not reactionary at all, because we could all foresee this coming eventually. Like this is like what TJ said. This is Groundhog Day. We've seen this so many times. Like, how can anyone just like blindly just back this guy when he hasn't proven anything since he's come here? What, he's won 1 FA Cup with Unai Emery's team, the same Unai Emery that's been dunking on him ever since he's been in the Premier League. But no one wants to talk about that. Exactly. No one wants to talk about that. You know what I mean? The man's done the double over us. Literally, he dunked us out of the Europa League a few years ago when we should have won that. Like, it's just literally rinse and repeat. It's the same old crap, bro. Literally, man. Like, me and you were watching it on Friday, Matty. Literally watching that the highlights of the Bayern Munich game. And look how much passes it took for them to get through on us. How much passes was it? 3 or 4 passes?
Yeah.
Every time they counter-attack, 3 or 4 passes, they're cutting through us.
And
same you know thing we saw.
You remember it was somebody else we watched too that we had played. I can't remember what game it was that we watched, but it only took them 2 or 3 passes, and they got back.
I forgot now. Yeah, but it's happened a few times.
Yeah,
in a good few games, like against Villa, Ollie Watkins threw on goal in our own half. You know.
Yeah.
Smith-Rowe's the furthest player back. How is that even possible?
That was wild, bro. Wild.
How is that possible, though? What is going on? Where's the organization?
I just started laughing when we was. I
was like, I couldn't believe it, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was absolutely.
And then Zinchenko flipping playing as a right back instead of being at left back for the first goal that Leon Bailey scored. Where was he for that goal?
Did y'all see him bring that ball out of the air? The ball came. It was a ball.
Like,
Did y'all see that ball? It was right there, and the ball came, and he just completed everything. And then did you see on the goal? It was on one of those goals. I think no, it was the corner kick where Tielemans it went off the post. Did y'all see how he just walked away? And then it was something else that went under the radar that I didn't even notice it until yesterday. I told Kenny and him in our group. I said, "How the hell did we miss this?" The Aston Villa player goes down. We're in a position for scoring position. He stops and kicks the ball out. We were in a position to score. He stops, sees the player down. He kicks the ball out. That's what we're dealing with. Bam. I can tell Bam. I could just see I could see the steam coming right off top of the head. You know, we can see stuff.
I'm ready to tackle this question. I'm ready to tackle this question. That's why
I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you because see, for me personally, I know how it rolls. Vance, and I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to let y'all deal with this question because I know how it goes. Whoever I name is not going to be good enough. They hadn't done anything. They hadn't went to any levels. They hadn't done anything. We can't get them. It's always an excuse. So I'm going to let you handle it, Brother Vance. This is all yours. Yeah,
this question comes up every single time. The world population is what? Over 1 billion people?
7 billion people.
7 billion, sorry.
Yeah.
And we're getting asked this question, who's going to take us to the next level? In your opinion, what is the next level? You tell us what the next level is, Lawrence, or whatever your name is, because I want to know what your next level is compared to my next level. Because as far as I'm concerned, we have a rookie manager. There are managers out there that have experience. Yeah. I'll tell you one player. I'll tell you what, okay, winning titles. Okay. So someone's just won a title in Germany. Begins with A. You know who that is, yeah? Used to play for Liverpool, ex-Liverpool player, Alonso. Now, if you want to be serious about winning titles, yeah, he's someone I'll be getting on the phone to. I've got a project for you, Arsenal. You've done great at Bayer Leverkusen. This is the next level. Do you want to come over? Hands a flick. There are managers out there. I don't see why this question is being asked. Who's going to take us to the next level? Yeah. There's managers out there. Yeah. Arteta is not the be and end all of everything. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Arsenal fans are too loyal. Yeah. There's no sentiments from the four of us here. Yeah. 20 years of hurt, 20 years of pain. Yeah. We ain't got time. Listen, we ain't got time to be like having a manager here for 5-6 years, yeah, not winning nothing. Do you know what? There's a lot of football going on at the moment as well. Barcelona just scored. It's 1-1. Sorry, there's a lot of football going on. It just Dortmund are 2-2 on aggregate now. But yeah.
But that's who everybody said they want. They want all that over there. That's what everybody said they want a little bit of that. So
yeah, so it's like this question that you're asking, yeah, you want to win titles, yeah. Look on the internet, look out there, look, there's other managers out there, yeah, that are doing bits for their clubs, yeah. And I've just mentioned 2 managers, yeah. I'm sure there's more managers out there that are more capable than Arteta, that have mentality, that that can take their team to the final straw, that are not scared of managers like Pep. And you know what? If they come up short, then they came up short. But seriously, man, yeah, Zidane as well. Big up to Caps, my boy in this chat as well. So it's not reactionary. Yeah, this is 20 years. Yeah, we need to start investing. Yeah, in proper managers that can take us the distance. Yeah, and that's all I've got to say about that. That's all I've got to say about that.
We need to not only invest in proper managers, but we need to invest in a world-class scouting department.
Yes.
A world class scouting department. We need to exercise every resource when it comes to bringing in players. I'm serious about that because when we look at the players that you look at Man City's look at Cole Palmer yesterday.
Oh,
Look at that yesterday.
the levels, man. The levels.
Why didn't we get that Man City reject?
Yeah. I mean, look at that. Here we are trying out a 15-year-old for 3 minutes, and we never see him again. But we signed him up to a professional contract.
And put him out on loan for 3 years and never see him.
And then we'll sell him. Then we'll sell him on to Bristol City.
And watch City. Yeah, City's got two players to start. City's got 2 players, Savio and something Arichi or whatever his name. Yeah, watch those players next season. Both scouted. Yeah, in the South American League, I believe. Watch those 2 players. Yeah, and we can't even find talent like that. It's mind-boggling.
Vance, I showed Tony and Tech, this fella that's down there in Brazil, 17-year-old midfielder. What did
he's wavy. He's wavy.
What did I show you? I said I'm going to show y'all this player. You know, having a girl from Brazil, I'm able to. I watched what I'm done. I watched a lot of Brazilian ball, so I said I'm going to take note of this young man, and I'm going to go back and just monitor him. And I showed them the footage. And they said, man, he's out there making grown men look like he's crazy. I said, yeah, see, this is the Brazilian we don't get. We don't get these Brazilians. We don't get that youth project. We don't get
Those
that.
are the ones that go to Real Madrid, Matty. That's where he's going. That's exactly where he's going.
Yeah. Germany, Man City. We end up with the Fabios of the world. Who's played 45 minutes of football this year for this team. $35 million was spent on it. Did y'all see your boy El Nene? Did anybody, when they pan to the crowd, pan over to the bench, did y'all see El Nene what he was doing? He was sitting over there with warm-up pants on and a warm-up top. Not even dressed out for the game. But we paying his geezer top dollar. Look at where the money's going. We went over this over the summer. Look at where we're spending the money. And this is why I posed the question yesterday on the Real Talk podcast. I said, who trusts this manager with another $300 million on players? Who?
Not a chance.
We got to get out 11 players, and then we got to bring in 11. And people telling me, oh, man, we can hold on to Jesus, man. We can keep him for the bench. No, he's not even bench quality. We need, if a player is good on the pitch, we need a player that's on the bench that's just, if not better. It's time to grow up around here, man. We got too many kids that's calling the shots. I'm tired of it, y'all. I'm tired. I am so sick and tired. Did y'all see that? We down 2 goals. And this clown goes and puts on Eddie Nketiah.
I was done after that. I was done after that.
I was
like, no.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what the hell was that all about? And
Does that even surprise you, though, Matty? Does that surprise you?
It don't, man.
It don't surprise me.
And during the broadcast, y'all, I told Ola and Lee, I said, hey, man, I just went and got a white towel and said, just throw the damn towel in. Let's just wait.
That was the white towel. That was the white towel.
I mean,
that was.
Remember when the number 14, bringing the number 14 on the pitch for Arsenal actually meant something?
Oh yeah.
Now it means a white towel. Now it means yep, we're done. We are officially done out here. You know who I felt bad for? You know who I felt bad for a little bit? And I just said earlier in the show that I don't think he's good enough for Arsenal, but throwing Emile Smith-Rowe into that game at that point with the amount of minutes that you've been giving him and the way that we were playing was just absolutely shambolic and unfair to the player. Like the decisions up, down, left, right, center, and all around were absolutely insane. One of the worst and we've been watching this guy put in some howlers for 4 years. This is top 10, maybe top 5. One of the worst managed games I've ever seen from this guy. Just when we were getting ready to give him his flowers, he puts in a stinker like that. It's absolutely insane to me. Absolutely insane to me.
this way your manager's mind was at. Beating Bayern would be transformative for Arsenal.
Yep.
No. Winning this Premier League.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
That's what counts.
This is what he does. He prioritized that game. I literally said it. He was prioritizing that game. Like, why? When there's a Premier League to win.
What did I tell you Friday? I said it don't matter. We can beat Bayern Munich, and we're gonna get our ass kicked by whoever else is left.
Exactly.
You're gonna get turned over. I'm just thinking about what I told me yesterday. When I say we're gonna get our ass rolled over, I'm talking just like some of the movies they make out there on the West Coast. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Get our ass turned over. Because people keep clowning about they want to get a dose of Real Madrid. They want a dose of City. We all want City back to back.
Bring on Real Madrid. Remember? Bring on Real Madrid.
Yeah, bring on Madrid. When we watched the highlights of that Barcelona game last week, Tech, I said, look at Barcelona in Dortmund. You saw Dortmund go from front to back, how quick they went from front to back.
Quick transitions.
Yeah. Dudes out there scoring goals on a half opportunity, half a chance. It's scoring goals. But Barcelona got a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old out there playing scoring goals. And people talking about they want a dose of that. This Arsenal fan base is out of order and delusional. They're delusional. They think just because we beat Sheffield United, we beat all of the bottom feed. When you go look at the bottom of that table and you see the goals that these teams have given up that we beat.
70 plus Sheffield United.
My man in the chat said it. I know it's a phrase everybody like to hear me say, and I say it. You can put lipstick on a pig. It is still a pig. But when I look at that table and I look at Arsenal, when it's time to count, we can't get it done. And everybody, oh man, we got the draw. City, oh yeah, we're ready to challenge now. We're here, we've arrived. We beat City. We beat them in the dinner plate. We beat them on the deflected goal. And yet we're here. We're here.
Sentiments FC, man.
Yeah, where are we at now, y'all? Where are we at now, y'all? Well, what are we doing?
Arteta is the savior. We should all believe in him. We should all trust in him, according to Lawrence Bailey.
Bro, they all sound like robots, bro. It's like they've been programmed to say the exact same thing.
Yeah. Can I ask the panel a question? Have you ever seen a cult of personality built around a manager that has done absolutely nothing that you've seen here at Arsenal around this manager? I mean, you see cult of personalities like around Pep, around Don Carlito, around Simeone, but they like win shit. They're the cult of personality, Vamos, we got Super Mick Arteta, all this stuff is absolutely insane. I feel like I've been gaslit. Like I'm still seeing my college girlfriend. Like, what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? What do you guys think that is? I mean, is it PR? Is it the players getting behind him? Like, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Because at the end of the day, he's a paid employee of the football club, the badge that we support, which at the end of the day is what we support. It's a badge. It's an organization. It's a business. So why are we building an aura around this guy when he really hasn't won us anything aside from 2 charity games and an FA Cup with a team he didn't assemble? And if we're really gonna get down to the brass tacks of it, the ref in the Sheffield United game and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang won us that trophy.
Man.
So yeah, big up Tony.
Tony, what's going on?
No, I need to know what you guys think, because I got to go here in a bit. But why? What is it with this guy?
I'm going to say this right quick. Darren, check your inbox. Darren Sullivan, check your inbox. Go ahead, Vance.
It's based on the manager challenging. It's based on his personality on that All or Nothing video. People have kind of like warmed to the manager, based on his personality. Based on a video, we came second last season. We bottled it. This season seems like we're doing the same thing again as well. So it's easy for some fans to fall into that trap, but obviously you've got guys like us who, are not so easily swayed by, Arteta's press conferences and all of that. So we're not fans here that are sentimental and who else will come in if Arteta leaves and there's no one else to actually come in and do a job. Yeah, we don't care about that. We just want our team to win. Yeah, I know Arteta has a good, he's got a good. He means well. Yeah, Arteta means very well. He wants to win for the club. I understand that, but there comes a point where you're not good enough, and this season is going to prove that once again. So what? We're going to go into another season. Is it just to please the owners? That he's in the top 4 and he's making them money, or are we as fans? Do we want more? Do we want our team to win trophies? You guys have to answer that question. You guys in the chat, you guys have to answer that. What you want? Do you want Vibes FC or do you want Trophies FC? That's all I've got to ask you. Big up Tony.
Big up, brother Tony.
Big up, Tony, man.
Big ups, people. Big ups.
I was listening to Tony yesterday while I was doing yard work, and I could just hear the defeat. I could just hear the defeat in his voice, man. And it's tough, bro. It's tough, man. It's tough. Tony, you had a front row seat. You watched the game live. Brother, where do we go from here?
It's the end of the season already. It's the end. You remember Lion Tech and Brother Matt, when you guys were on my channel and we didn't get that win against City. You remember what I told you?
Mm-hmm.
I saw this coming already, after that City game. But I just wanted to roll along with the whole thing. But yet again, they disappoint us. Yet again, another season. Yet again, being disappointed. I actually did think that this season could be our season when I saw that they came back from Dubai and they were looking good, scoring goals. I already thought that the stars would align, but they've done it again, and this is where they've left us yet again, picking the pieces. So the title is gone yet again. The manager has proved that he's inexperienced. He's proved yet again that he can't get us over the line, and this is the place. That we Arsenal fans are left in a sunken place, and it's just bad, man. It's bad. It's hard. After that game, I considered stopping YouTube. After that game,
Jesus,
and that's not a joke. I considered just
Tony,
YouTube.
I told you, I can imagine you. I can imagine because
I know it, man.
I said up last night. I'm coming right back to you, Tony. While I say that, you look over here on the side on your screen right here. Look over there what Arteta said. But I watched last night and I was just cruising through YouTube. And I just felt, for all of us that's up here, man, we all look like fools across the internet, man.
Oh my God, yeah.
We do. We look like absolute fools. That we sit up here, donuts, as Tony would say, donuts. Because you got the lowest of the low laughing. You got United laughing at you. You got Chelsea laughing at you. Liverpool can laugh because they got a title and we ain't got one. They can still laugh at you. And it's like this every single year. Y'all just come sit down here in the corner. Just come sit down here. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. What I want people to understand, is that every single team is going to go down there to the transfer market this year. Every single team. And TJ, if you got a scoot, I know you got to go.
Yeah,
to
I
work.
got to scoot,
Yeah.
my guy. Big up the panel. Big up Tony. Tony, I'll see you tomorrow.
ups, man.
Big up,
Good
Ads.
stuff, man. Good to see you, man. Good to hear your voice.
Big
All
up,
right.
TJ.
Big up, man.
Every single one of these teams, y'all, are going down that transfer market. Do y'all realize that Manchester City has not spent money in years? It's been about 3 years since they really spent money. They hadn't spent any money. Liverpool getting a new manager. What is the new manager going to do? He's going to spend. He whatever's coming out, going to spend some money. United, do y'all really think that United is just going to keep being this laughing stock? You know, that we've been the folk been sitting down looking at it and laughing. Chelsea, y'all saw Cole Palmer. He just getting the band started. And that was another game, by the way, that I kept telling folks, oh, well, y'all better be careful because we got to play Chelsea. That's going to be tougher than what it looked like. And here, then it comes back to us. Aston Villa next year. Newcastle. Leicester City, if they get into the Premier League, they come back up. Leeds, if they come back up. Ipswich, if they come back up.
Look out for Villa next season.
Yeah. Especially if they keep Ollie Watkins and they add pieces to him, add pieces around him. Absolutely. And people are telling me, I heard somebody say on Sunday, they said that with Jurgen Klopp leaving, that's going to actually work better for us.
How?
Tony, we sat there in August. Me and you both, we sat down in August. We did show after show after show after show. He knew I mess with him about this all the time. And I said, Tony, we need a backup. He said, you think we need a backup? We need a backup for the backup, for the backup, for the backup. We need everything. Everything. He has mismanaged his money. He has mismanaged his squad. And for anybody, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say I mean this from the bottom of my heart, y'all. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If we beat Bayern Munich, that game tomorrow don't mean shit. If we beat Bayern Munich tomorrow, it don't even bother. It don't mean.
Are you still in this realm, Matt? Are you
No,
still
no. This is for anybody that's under the sound of my voice that have any belief that even if we beat them, we going on to do. Because see, you saw what the manager said. The manager said tomorrow if we beat Bayern Munich, Tony, that's transformative.
We're gonna be smashed, and the smashing is gonna be that bad. And thank God I'm not doing a watch along. I have referee duties to do. Tomorrow I have a league game to do. You know, at the same time, you know, with that game, so I wouldn't be doing that watch along. And I thank God I was given a shift doing that, because I am not going to do a watch along for that game. We're going to be beaten black and blue. It's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. We can't defend against Aston Villa for our lives. Look at the defense. Look at the mentality. It's bad. It's that bad. Yeah. The last defender defending for us in that second goal against Ole Watkins, yeah, was Emmy Smith-Rowe, who just came in the second half. Make that make sense.
Yeah, how is he defending? Oh,
make that make sense. That's the reason why I said the last defender. Make that make sense. The last defender that was back defending in that second goal against Aston Villa was Emmy Smith-Rowe. Let that sink in. Where were all our defenders? Where was Zinchenko?
Out to lunch.
Your left back went down to right back to go defend at right back when the goal was being scored at left back position. Make that make sense. Mikel Arteta has destroyed our football club. If there's anything, if I've been a flip-flop this season, one thing I've been very consistent with is that I've always said that this manager should leave the football club. That's one thing I've always said this season. Me getting behind my team, I'm an Arsenal fan, I should get behind the team. But again, man, is this what you want me to go pay 100, 250 pounds to go watch and see my team being pummeled, being beaten by Aston Villa? Is this why we spent 700 million to get beaten by Aston Villa? I've seen so many Arsenal fan channels. They're already moving along. They've already totally forgotten that I've been beaten by Aston Villa. It's on to the next one. And I'm sitting down here trying to understand, are these guys serious? They've moved on. Let's
like
look at the next game.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Yeah, never
Like
happened.
nothing happened. And I'm out here because I'm thoroughly broken from that matchup against Aston Villa. Because we just dropped the title officially then on Sunday, and you're moving on so quick, so easy, and you still have chest for this Bayern Munich match. See, guys, thank God I'm not watching that match. For those of you who will be watching it, good luck to you. Yeah, your hearts are going to be broken. It's better you don't watch that matchup. Yeah, you can support your team, but you know what? Yeah, it's going to come hard tomorrow. They're going to discipline us. They're going to beat us. See, guys, Allianz Arena isn't a place where you just go and go and laugh at them and just go and do clown things down there. Yeah, you will be beaten at that ground. Arsenal haven't had good luck in that ground. We're going to be beating black and blue. I don't see anywhere we're escaping it, even if they don't have most of the some players. They're missing some players. But Aston Villa was also missing their talisman on Sunday. They were missing Dr. Luiz, who's been one of the most this season. Kamara was out of there. Come on. Thanks, Bant. Yeah, all these players were out, and yet Arsenal were disgraced. Why I'm saying this is that I'm beaten, I'm broken. I considered leaving YouTube on Sunday, but because of the efforts I've seen other people helped me out with, my channel, that's why I'm just continuing. If not, I would have just dropped the ball and maybe dash my channel to maybe ban to someone or someone to just
hey, man, let me tell you.
After all this, I've done 200 streams in the start of the season. Yeah, 200 streams, and this is the befitting trophy Arsenal give to me. It's painful. Everywhere they're all laughing. Everywhere, Man United fans, they're all laughing at us.
Let me tackle this right here, Tony. Let me tackle this right here, brother. What would the narrative be? What would the spin be if we rock up and knock out Bayern? We beat Bayern and we would get our ass kicked the next round. We ain't winning no title. We ain't winning no Champions League. It's on to next season. That's what the narrative is going to be. Ain't shit changing if we beat Bayern Munich tomorrow. I want y'all to understand that. You can piss down my back and tell me it's raining, but I ain't going to believe it. Us beating Bayern Munich tomorrow don't mean nothing because we didn't beat Aston Villa on Sunday. We got to stop this. Well, what if this? What if that? What if this? What if this? What if that? The root of this problem is this team is still where it was 4 or 5 years ago. We still have players that are in this team that was here 4 or 5 years ago, 8th, 5th, 93-point champions, and then we look at this year. That alone, ladies and gentlemen, is enough to warrant some of these players being moved on. This manager. We need to stop all this. We want to try to dip and dodge and nip and tuck and try to come up with all of these narratives. The bottom line is we are not good enough. When you look at teams like the teams that's playing today, look at what's the score of the Barcelona games, man? It's still 1-1. They're going toe to toe.
Yeah.
Toe to toe.
Even Dortmund are going through it as well.
Look, everybody's going toe to damn toe today. And then tomorrow, you know what you get to see tomorrow?
Early goal. Bayern scored an early goal. Kane.
You get to see. I got something better because y'all ain't even thought about it. Nobody even thought about it. You know what you're gonna see tomorrow? You're gonna see Musiala coming down that right hand side, tan whoever ass up is over there, gonna tear it up.
Oh, Zinni, yeah.
Whoever's on that side is gonna get tore up by Musiala tomorrow.
Let's not forget Sane. Because if he can do that to us at the Emirates, he's doing it at the Allianz.
Yeah,
he's doing it there.
Look, I'm seeing a player right now, De Jong now for Barcelona. That's the type of player we need in our team, a world-class player like that. Can I just talk about Raya quickly, please?
Go ahead, brother. Talk about Raya and his ineptability to defend his box.
This guy's positioning, yeah. This guy, yeah. what did Arteta see in this guy? This guy he's an enemy of Arsenal, man. His positioning, the guy stands on, his positioning in the goal is terrible. And Arteta, this is Arteta's talent ID. This is his staff's talent ID. Arsenal haven't got a world-class goalkeeper, yeah? So we're never going to win anything with goalkeepers. Look at the debacle with all the goalkeepers among the years what Arteta's had as well. Yeah? It's ridiculous. You know, we can talk about player for player, but I'm telling you, man, we're not winning nothing this season.
I told you Friday. I said you look at the paper and you can look at every Bayern Munich player, and then you look at every Arsenal player. It's not a like for like. It's not just no comparison.
Right, close.
Let me just be blunt for a second. Can I be blunt, gentlemen? Can I be blunt? We have overachieved in this tournament. We have overachieved in this tournament. We're not supposed to be here.
We were lucky to get him.
We got lucky. If Porto had one player that could put away their dinner, we've been sitting at home talking about, now everybody been on the border. We're all in for the champion. Let's get the Premier League title. Let's get the Premier League. We all in now. Let's get Premier League. That would have been the narrative. This Arsenal fan base is easy to pick out, man, because they just hop around. But you know what? In about 3 weeks, you won't be able to hop nowhere, because that reality of we ain't winning shit is going to be sunk in. Because we ain't winning shit. I'm just telling you now, we ain't winning nothing. It's over.
But the thing is, Matty, yeah, they will still find some sort of excuse to justify this nonsense, bro. I guarantee it. There'll be fans out there justifying, why we should keep this manager, why we should keep some of these players. Like, I'm not even trying to hear it, bruv. I really ain't, man. Like, you cannot justify this nonsense. You can't.
It's how? And I completely buy what you're saying, yeah, because already, yeah, you know, the manager fluffed his lines when he removed Martin Odegaard and changed our midfield, a midfield that was already working in the Aston Villa game. Yeah, now people are now saying, oh, he was injured. That's why I got him. What are you talking about, injury? Bukayo Saka in the first 10 minutes was clutching on his hamstring, injured, and he didn't get him out. So why are you telling me that he was getting Martin Odegaard out and he was injured? I don't believe that. Anyone who believes that Odegaard was, it's a lie.
You know what, Tony? I don't even think he's injured. I don't even think he's injured.
Every time we have a shit show of a game, injury show.
He's always limping. Always limping.
I told you, Billie Jean. That's what I'm gonna start calling soccer Billie Jean. Every time we look up somebody injured, oh man, you know, this person's injured, they're not feeling well. It's always an excuse when we lose. It's always an excuse. It's the referee's fault. It's the dog's fault. The grass wasn't cut good enough. The lawnmower wouldn't crank up. The water sprinklers wouldn't come on. They didn't have enough meat for the sandwiches in the stands. The bathrooms ain't working. It's always an excuse. It's always an excuse with this team. It is always an excuse. The truth of the matter is we did not do what we need to do in the summer. We have not done it. We have not done it for the last 2 or 3 years. This manager did not go out and get some, what I call some insurance, break glass in case of emergency, and get a striker that could put away these chances that we've been getting. And then 3, he tinkers with the team in the most critical situations. This game felt like Brighton all over again.
Yep.
I've seen this movie. I've seen this movie before. I know how it ends. Everybody want to clutch the hope. What did I tell you, Tony, at the beginning of the season? What did I tell Bear's laughing because he already know what's coming? What did I tell you? Hope is not a strategy. 4 goals from Jesus. Y'all saw that chart I put up earlier this year? Not one player is in the top 10 in scoring in the Premier League. Not one. Maybe soccer, that's on default. But when you play for Arsenal Football Club, I need warriors. I need top numbers up there. Ollie Watkins for the win close to winning the Golden Boot. Sorry is my man over at City. Oh, Holland been playing this year. Look where he at. Sorry as he's been this year. Even at his worst, he's still at the top of the table.
Literally.
And folks gonna tell me we got Eddie Nketiah. We got Reece Nielsen. And we re-signed him up to a deal. Re-signing, somebody brought up in the chat, re-signing El Nene. Hadn't played but 2 games. Fabio. Man, we are way out of order over at this football club. We are way out of order. And it's going to get worse before it get better. That's the scandalous part. It's going to get worse before it gets better. And people want to hold on to this man. You have to, it's almost like this Jim Jones or something, y'all. Like they going on a retreat for to drink the Kool-Aid. David Koresh. All this is crazy, this kind of worship this man got. Hadn't done anything. I'll say the same thing I said yesterday. He wasn't even a cult leader, had a cult following at Everton Football Club, Rangers, or PSG. You saw how pitiful he was looking the other day. We watched that tape at PSG, how out of place he was looking on that.
Ronaldinho as well.
How out of place he look. Look at him, how out of place he is. Way out his depth. You don't know what's going on over there. He can't keep up with that. And then you look at some of these players, how they prop them up. Oh, Havertz, he's turned the corner. 8 goals, he's turned the corner. $65 million, he's turned the corner. Gentlemen, I am tired of it, bro. I am absolutely tired. Sunday, I mean, deep down, I knew we weren't winning it. But to see us go out the way we did Sunday, it was just like you just getting beat. You watching your best friend just get his ass kicked, and you standing there.
I can't do nothing about it.
Yeah. Like, bro, what? Are you gonna help? Are you gonna help me at all? No. Nah, man, you got it, bro. You good. You good, my brother. You good. I just... And everybody now, it's like Tony said, you get up Monday morning, you see what you want to see what people talking. Oh, we on the Bayern Munich. Nothing happened. But then tomorrow, when they get that 6-1 put on them, they're gonna be wondering.
It's gonna be painful.
It's like isn't it? We're back here again.
There's a whole lot of 17-year-olds, yeah. The one that's even hurting me, is that there are a lot of 17, 16, 15, 20-year-olds, that are passionate supporters of this football club. Yeah. And Arsenal, we've built it up to a crescendo that we've positioned ourselves to win this title, and then this manager just broke their dreams. Imagine those 17, 20, 16-year-old who haven't really seen Arsenal push for a title, really, apart from last season, maybe. And maybe 10 years ago, they were a little bit, quite small to even dream of anything like that. And, just look at their dreams just evaporate on Sunday in the manner it was done. See here, guys, and mostly with the way Arsenal fans have moved on away from this. This is what really hurts me. The manager that came and dunked on us twice this season. No problem, man. The manager that came and dunked on us at home on Sunday was the same manager that this football club deemed not fit enough to take this club, further. And he came to the Emirates and dunked on us. A double this season. Make that make sense. Yeah? Make that make sense. Guys, yeah, Kai Havertz, look at that opportunity. He got like about 2 opportunities.
3.
Three of
No
them.
speed, nothing. Yeah, he's gotten double figures. I actually thought he was going to score 4 goals this season. Kudos to him. He got double figures. Good and okay. But oh my God, those 2 chances that I saw, like, what did he do? Just fluffed his lines. And then this manager had the nerve to get Martin Odegaard out of that middle of the pitch.
Did you see
Middle of the park that we were doing so well in the first half? We're doing so well. The middle was okay. The middle was okay. You didn't have to go and again, see, yeah, Jorginho, he's not 25. He's not 24. Come on, man. This guy doesn't have to play back to back 90 minutes in the game. You have Thomas Partey, who was presumably, at least bar Rodri and Casemiro last season, was technically the best CDM in the league. To be very sincere, at the start of the season, we're all talking about it last season. And suddenly, you don't want to bring him in, and he has no injury. Why? The manager, yeah, should be indicted on some of his managerial decisions. He's been found wanted, and his inexperience has been laid bare. For us to see, the Arsenal fans, and this is a big problem, man. I don't see us getting over the line against Bayern Munich. It's gonna be a brutal beating down there, man. I don't see us getting over the line, and that's it. That's it.
Can I just say something?
Go ahead. Man.
I just want to say something. I just want to say something because someone mentioned something about, oh, we weren't expected to win like how many games and all this nonsense. I don't go into every game thinking that we're gonna lose. I think that we're going into every game to win. Yeah. If you've got that mentality thinking that, oh, we're going to go into, you're actually setting us up to like down the line thinking, oh, we're going to lose here, or did you think we're not going to win this game or whatever particular game? I don't think like that. I go into every game thinking Arsenal, yeah, have the ability to win every game they play in. And especially the way we've been playing recently, I was confident that we're going to go to into this Villa game and win. And the first half suggested that we could win, but we just didn't take our chances. Yeah, no, but you're saying it's called being realistic, but you're not being realistic about managers. Changing managers. So it's not about being realistic. It's about being confident in your team. Yeah, and I believe that my team could win every single game. Yeah, because when you win a game, yeah, you believe you can win the next game. Then you believe you can win the next game. Yeah, who should we fear? What game should we fear playing now? We've played City, we played Liverpool. So who should we fear now? Going into the remaining fixtures? Who should we actually fear? There's only one team. Yeah. There's only one team that really, that I suppose we could possibly mess up at, and that's at Spurs, because obviously they're one of our biggest rivals. But even then, I'm still going confident into that game and believing that we can beat them. Yeah. So, do you know what I mean? Not everyone thinks the same. Yeah. So you might think that, oh, we were bound to lose here, we were bound to do this, but I go into every game with the attitude of, yeah, we're winning this game. Yeah. I don't have this attitude of like, oh, we might draw or anything until the final whistle.
The problem is we left it late again, and there's no transfer window to bail us out. This all could have been rectified. Tony, this all could have been rectified in the transfer window. Every issue that we're having, goal scoring could have been sorted out. Did y'all see Kai Havertz on the 4th attempt there? He was going in. He just crossed the ball, wasn't even looking. It wasn't nobody there. There wasn't nobody there to help him. These are fundamental issues. You look at Aston Villa. Aston Villa had played 2-3 days before we played. We were actually the team that had the most rest. And as Brother Tony stated, they was out there playing with chicken shit. They drew up a team on the bus. Hey man, this is what we're gonna roll with. All right, well let's go. Bailey didn't even start. Could you imagine if he started? Could you? I mean, after what you saw there, could you imagine if he started? What would happen? Mentality in this team has been. I have said this since last season. The mentality comes down from the head coach. The manager does not have the proper mentality. The gentleman asked, "What did Emery do?" Emery had us in a European Cup final.
Exactly. And 1 point off top 4 in his first season.
With the players who were deemed troublemakers. Every player
never got
on that team, we got sold. Every player that was on that team, y'all, he sold them.
And you see, talking about Unai Emery, do you guys know which club is the latest club to be linked to Unai Emery right now?
Barcelona.
No. Manchester United. In the papers this morning, everywhere. It's been linked with taking that job in Manchester United. So now, see, this is the biggest reality here. So if Ineos decides that Unai Emery is going to be their next manager, you just imagine Unai Emery with over £1 billion to spend at Manchester United.
It's going to be a good evening.
Very good evening.
£1 billion to spend at Manchester United. Imagine what that guy's going to do. Just look at just a tweak in the transfer window. Look at what he got Aston Villa cooking, challenging for top honors.
Tony, remember, we didn't buy the players he wanted. Remember that now. We didn't buy the players he wanted.
Of
we can't attract the top managers though. Arsenal can't attract. It's unrealistic that Arsenal can attract.
Yeah, there's no manager better than Arteta.
There's no one that we can't attract.
There's no one that can do the exact same thing and better.
Hey, man.
No one there.
What did they tell y'all last year, though? What did they tell y'all last year? Does anybody remember what they said last year? Does anybody remember what they said last year? If you don't, I'll tell you. If you say, Matt, just go ahead and tell me, I'll tell y'all. They said when we get in the Champions League, we'll be able to attract
world-class players.
World-class players,
yeah. What happened to that? What happened to that?
That's what they said. That's what they said. That's what they said. They said, the streets said that when we get in the Champions League, we'll be able to go out and get the best players. The street committee. God. That's what we call it over in the state. The street committee. The street committee. That's what they said. That's what they said. That's what they said. They said that we will be able to bring in world class.
Yeah, man.
And where are they at? Where are the world class players? Where are the world class players? Did y'all see any come in this summer?
No.
I'm watching world class players on TV at the moment.
I told you, everybody who's playing today, it can go pound for pound with the other team. Every single team that's playing can go pound for pound with the other team. Every single team. Every single team. And these are the teams that when the draws came out, these were the teams that everybody was naming out they wanted to play. Oh, I want a shot at them. I want to put the title on the line against you, brother. Like Hogan. Everybody was calling out folks like they the NWO or somebody. And then look at these teams. Want to go out and get embarrassed.
Oh, my days.
World-class players on every team. Every team. Even Dortmund got world-class players over there. And then folks talking about Arsenal. Man, we are out of order. I keep telling folks we're out of order. No, we didn't go pound for pound against Bayern Munich. Everybody think because we scored the first goal against Bayern Munich, we done something. Brother, we was always not going to win that game.
No fans.
No fan. It did. What did we watch? What did we watch Friday when we were looking at the atmosphere in them stadiums? Folks jumping around, flares going off.
Yeah.
Microphone. La. If they can't beat Aston Villa at home in front of your own folks, What make me think they going over there and beat that team?
Same with Bayern Munich with no fans. And you see with the Allianz Arena, yeah,
Ooh.
all the away fans are up in the gods, you know. So it's basically all of their fans we have to face, you know, because we're not hearing our fans, they're up in the gods. So when they score their goal, yeah, you're gonna hear them be, oh, 1-0 Bayern Munich, Harry Kane. That's what's gonna happen. It's deja vu. It's gonna happen again, bruv. That same song that they play every time they score is gonna be repeating itself.
I'm trying to
Like,
find.
literally.
No,
Literally.
you're
It's a
right.
joke, bruv.
You're right. People, I'm trying to find a good photo of this here. I'm trying to find a good one, just so folks can see. Go ahead, Tony.
Bant and oh my days, man. It hurts me to say this here, Launtech and Bant, yeah. We might be beating nearly 5-1 tomorrow.
Ooh.
I see it happening.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I see it happening. We might be slapped up tomorrow, man.
If Kane
That's
gets a
the way
hat
I'm
trick,
feeling.
turning off. I'll be turning off.
That's what I think. It's gonna be that bad tomorrow.
Ganabri's out. Who's out? Coleman's out. Who else
Coman is out. Alphonso
Gnabry.
Davies is out.
Yeah.
But mind you,
It's suspended now.
Guerrero is coming in place of Alphonso Davies. Guess what? Guerrero scored yesterday. Serge Gnabry was injured. He injured his hamstring against Arsenal. Guess who's coming in for him? Thomas Muller. Guess who scored in the weekend for Bayern Munich?
Oh, my Lord.
So, see ya, guys. Yeah, we're finished. We're done.
This is what they're walking into tomorrow, y'all. That's what you're walking into tomorrow. Chaos.
They ain't gonna be able to hack it, man. I'm telling you.
I'll just see
They're not gonna be able
myself
to hack it.
and I will watch that tomorrow.
What they say, what's the phrase? They coming home like a wounded dog tomorrow. They're gonna be coming home like a wounded dog. You got to take that cow off, take that horse behind the stable and put it out of its misery, man.
And guys, don't forget that when Arsenal lose, we lose in clusters. I hope you guys understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Bance brought it up earlier.
Yeah, Bant said that earlier. It's true.
Oh, Ban said that earlier, right?
Yeah, brought it up earlier.
Clusters, yeah. We're losing 2s, 3s. Maybe not losses, but maybe draws, you know.
Yeah, you probably lose tomorrow. We'll probably lose tomorrow, and then we'll probably draw. Because I looked at Wolves last week, and I said Wolves
We'll against Wolves.
That's a tricky game.
Yeah, man. So we'll do that in clusters. And imagine who's coming to town. Chelsea. Palmer is scoring goals for fun. Look at, they'll be coming down there. They believe that they stifled us at Stamford Bridge. They'll be coming with a lot of chest down to the Emirates. With what they're seeing now, they'll be licking their lips, saying that, Arsenal might be free 3 points to get. We're going down to Old Trafford. If we can't defend against Aston Villa, Man United are a dusty team, but Arsenal have gone to Old Trafford with one of our best teams ever to ever, exist, at Arsenal, and we got done at Old Trafford. What's the confidence level going into that Old Trafford game? Even Liverpool couldn't even pull up a win down there because more and more Arsenal fans are more worried about Man City dropping points that we've totally forgotten that we're facing Tottenham Hotspurs, at White Lane. Those guys will put a bunch of kids against Man City and make sure they put their valid, men, against us. They would do anything to make sure that Arsenal don't get near or anywhere near around that trophy. It's just that bad. And to just see us just capitulate like this year, it's just disheartening. And to see it happen back to back again. I wonder where this hope is coming from. We've seen City do it 15 in a row and win the title, 10 in a row and win the title. Like, I wonder where Arsenal fans are thinking right now that City can't do it in just 6 games. They've proven that they can do it in 10, 15 games. So where is the chest in just 6 games for City? They're going to blitz all these teams. They're going to mess them up. They're going to win the title. And yet again, we're back to square one. Yet again, broken. Yet again, begging for signings in the summer. Back again.
Hey, you just like this, Tony. This is what you just like. Just whatever falls to the ground, kind sir. That's what we have. We'll just take whatever the table scraps here, we'll take it. That's Arsenal fans. We the cucks. We are the cucks of the Premier League. We'll just take anything. And that's real talk. I know it's harsh, but it's real talk. That's what we are. As Arsenal fans, we just accept anything. Anything. The fans. We should have had folks standing up. They should have stood up and turned their back on the team after that performance on Sunday. They should have turned their back on that team. Say, you know what? Another year, same old.
Darren, this manager is not going anywhere. That's even the most frustrating case.
Nope.
He's not going to go anywhere. Do you
That's
think
the
that this manager that just
deal? They're going to reward him
Arsenal to the quarterfinals and has made more money for this football club? Yeah. At least when I check the figures, he has made nothing less than 600 and something million. Yeah.
The only way he leave this club, Tony. The only way he leave this club. The only way he would leave this club is if he walked away. And if he walked away, walked away from this job at the end of the year, I would have the utmost respect for him. Because at least that he would say, you know what? I've gone far as I can go. I think it's time for somebody else to move on. That at least shows me a sign of growth. But if he comes back, renews a contract, and stays, that's no different than when everybody was going on about Mesut Ozil a couple years ago.
He's staying. He's staying.
He's staying.
Not going anywhere.
Yeah.
He's staying. Josh is his friend. Josh is his friend and personal confidant. Yeah, is his friend. They eat on the same table. They enjoy, they play sports together. They go hunting together. They're very close friends, family friends also. So, it's as good as that. It's done. He's going to get a new contract. He's going to stay in this football club. And so far, he's getting the Champions League running. So far, he's making money, getting into
Wenger style.
Exactly. So far,
Wenger too.
And it's raking in the money.
No, that's exactly how they see this manager, like Wenger.
Yeah.
They think he's Wenger. That's what it is.
Yeah, and he has made the football club 600 and something million. They're not gonna throw that manager away.
And hadn't done anything outside of winning the COVID Cup. Let's talk about his cup record. Let's talk about that cup record since we want to bring it up. Look at the cups we've been thrown out of.
Oh.
That's why we ain't playing this weekend, right? Because we ain't in the FA Cup, right? That's why we ain't playing this weekend. We playing in the Premier League, but we ain't playing in the FA Cup. Everybody else playing over at Wembley. We over there in this right here. Another cup competition. And everybody's running around. Oh man, yeah, man. This week the Champions League is there. Bro, I keep telling y'all, man. We had a chance to win the Carabao Cup this year. I know for a fact we could have won the Carabao Cup. After watching that game that I watched, the Carabao Cup was right there for the taking.
Yep.
There was no excuse. We wasn't in that right there. But he turned around and he pissed on it. It was beneath him. We have bigger fish to fry. We don't care nothing about that. FA Cup, pissed on that.
First game, innit? First leg. Was it first round?
Liverpool as well.
Look at these first legs. Look at these first legs. His records. It's ridiculous, man. You look at it's just been so glossed over, man. And people are just
thing is, he's only got to one final. Look at Ten Hag, yeah. All the Man United fans want Ten Hag. How many finals has he gone to?
And one.
How many finals has he gone to in his first season? 2. In one season, but this manager's 4 years and one final.
You got one manager over in Germany. That's first year. He's going undefeated and been knocked off a 12-year run.
There you go.
I mean, you look over there at Barcelona. That's his second year, and look where he at. And he won a title last year.
Yeah,
and they won last year as well. They won it, man.
And he won one last year. But I'm supposed to wait on this dude. Oh, and see, then when it goes to that, gentlemen, when you bring it up, oh, well, Peltman is sitting in 115 charges and XYZ, Elemental B, QRS, TUV, all that stuff. All the excuses. All of the excuses. We are not where we need to be as a football club in year 5 of this so-called project. We're past the project phase.
Trust the process, people. Trust the process. That's what they'll tell you.
As Brother Neil just stated, and shout out to Static in the chat, as Brother Neil just said, he got to the final with Unai's team.
Yep.
Who he banned every last one of them.
Including Martinez.
How fitting was it that this past weekend, Emery and Martinez come back and kick him in the teeth, and Callum Chambers, they all come back and kick this manager in the teeth. Ain't that crazy? Every player that's left Arsenal has gone on to do something with themselves. Every player that leaves this team, they end up going somewhere else and fulfill something. Look at Shaka, man. Left, he's going and won a trophy.
He's balling out at Leverkusen as well. Balling out, winning the title.
Ain't heard about no discipline troubles, ain't no red cards, nothing.
Nothing.
Make you wonder.
Sorry, Lawrence. How is going to a final with Unai Emery a flex without winning the title? See, man, Lawrence, bro, last season, man, I'm not all for. I understand you when you have your own beliefs. I get that, man, and I do understand you. But last season, I said that we're gonna win the title. I said it on my channel. Yeah, and what happened? We struggled. We didn't win the title. We bottled it. Yeah, I was a positive one, but what happened? We bottled it. This season again, I said that the manager should go, but I would back the team because I wanted to back the team. I love Arsenal. But the manager should still go. That's what I said at the start of the season. And yet again, the same mistakes. Yet again, at the same time. Like, tell me, why don't you want us to have constructive criticism in any way? I've been badly burnt.
You're talking to the most positive person on this panel.
I've been badly burned.
Yeah.
So does it mean that we shouldn't talk about these things? You saw, Lawrence, I'm talking to you, man. You saw the fans here walk away. Yeah. You saw the fans here walk away.
It's not just one loss, though, Lawrence. Yeah.
It's 3 losses.
I'm saying it's not one loss.
Let's go back to
It's the stage as well of the league as well. It's the stage. It's the actual stage where we're in as well. It's not when you.
Newcastle, Fulham, West Ham. You're right. It's not one loss. He's right. It's not one loss. It's 4.
Do you know,
3, 4.
I know, but he's saying so one loss and it's done. At this stage, yeah, you can't just. I don't think you can actually believe that. Do you know what I mean? It's like we're going to win the title. Even if we win every game, there's every possibility that Man City win every game. We've got a harder running apparently. So I don't get this Lawrence first. I don't get him. I understand everyone's got their own opinions, but I just don't understand that. That
Mr. Vance.
No, I actually respect him. I actually respect him. But still, and of course, he has the right to actually say what he has to say. That's why you're a fan. Yeah, give people their own opinion. But again, man, you can't, just overshadow other people's opinions too because they're listening to you.
Who's overshadowed anyone?
What if they have?
Who's overshadowed? Who's overshadowed? I said he's got his opinion. I said I never overshadowed his opinion.
Bant, I'm not talking to you.
I thought he was talking to me.
Bro, why are you angry at me? Do you have something against me? Bro, I wasn't talking
No, because you was talking, so I thought you was addressing me.
I'm talking to Lawrence. I'm talking to Lawrence, man.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm talking to Lawrence.
Let me lighten the room right quick.
Lawrence, you can't overshadow other people.
No, don't say you. No, don't say that because
Someone's playing in the background.
No, I was just saying we have bigger fish to fry. Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, so Lawrence, man, see, you can't overshadow other people who are actually see these guys down here. Yeah, we've dealt with these things for many years, for 20 seasons, no big top trophy. That's what we're dealing with down here. Last season, to see what happened last season, to see what's happening this season again, don't you think it takes its toll? Do you think we're just robots that don't have emotions and feelings? Come on, man. Understand what this guy is saying. I'm not saying take it to heart. I'm not saying don't have your own opinion. You can have your own opinion, but come on, man. These guys here too, they've seen lots and lots of things happen in this league, and Arsenal is not in the conversation.
Pablo,
stand that from that view.
This is exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
This is exactly. It's just like last year, Tony. You remember Tony Banks? We were sitting at the end of the year. Well, who was it? Was it Nottingham Forest? Was that last game last year? And it was 5-1, 5-0. Everybody was, oh yeah, man. They were jumping around. Yeah, shameless. Lap of honor. Slap of honor. Season was over with. Gotta watch it.
Everyone was praising it like we won a trophy as well. Like, oh, it's such a fantastic season.
Hey,
the first season in ages we competed for the Premier League. Oh, we finished second. It was only Manchester City we had to face. What, like that was the only team we had to beat in that running? What, Manchester City? When they're forgetting about Southampton, West Ham, Liverpool, Brighton,
Ramsdale. Yeah.
Who else was there? Nottingham Forest as well. All in that running towards the title last season.
Yep.
All of them games we dropped points in, you know. Southampton.
And what's going on with Partey as well? What's happened to Partey? What's happened to Partey? Is he injured? Is he fit? Is he? What's happened to him?
It's crazy, man. That whole situation. And you know what, Bess? He's only played like 4 games all year. Four games all year.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if he ends up at right back again. Don't be surprised.
I was getting ready to say, don't forget where he started. You know what?
Don't be surprised.
And Tony, you remember this, Tony? I brought this up the other day. You remember this? The manager was about to. He was at one point about to sell Gabriel.
Yeah.
Earlier this season.
Yeah, he left him on the bench. I remember. For Partey at right back. Yeah.
Although they later spin, you know, the way they see that news was later they now said that Saudi Arabia, the Saudi and a Saudi outfit came to get him, and the manager just put him on the bench to get his head cleared or something like that. The way they spinned it was classic spin. You know, they put a spin on that thing.
Yeah, I remember that. And don't forget, this is also the manager who was at one point had Saliba in the shopping window. In the shopping window.
You locked them out 3 times.
He was on his way out. So this is why I said, do y'all trust this manager with a checkbook?
No.
Do you trust this manager with the checkbook?
Do you know what? I know, like, me and Tony's already said, like, if this manager don't win anything, then he needs to go, man, end of the season, man. Seriously, but we know it's not going to happen. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. Another year, another season without another trophy. Another year again.
Let me tell you something. If you think we would get $100 million for a player,
we weren't getting 100 million.
You know, Arsenal get
either. Yes, not Gable.
Hey, he'll be talking $9 for our players, bro. We ain't got 100 million. Man, get out. The last good piece of business we got was for your boy that went over to Everton. But play for. Oh man, I got his face that's playing this day. Ivory Coast.
Kobe. No, Nigerian.
No, excuse me. Oh, it won't be.
It won't be.
Yeah,
it won't be. We got that 40. And that was before Arteta was even on the scene. So no, man. You talking like we probably would have got $2 million at best for Gabriel, knowing the way we roll. Because we can't sell nobody. Think about it. Everybody we gotta get rid of this summer. It's pennies on the dollar outside of Ramsdale Maybe. But what you gonna get for Nketiah? Probably what, man? We're gonna get a couple of bags of M&Ms and. I mean,
We
maybe
might
you
even get up to. We might not even get up to 5 million for Eddie Nketiah.
We'll probably get some jollof rice. Couscous.
To be honest, I just want him gone. I don't even care.
We
how
might
much
not
we
get
get
5
for
million for him.
It don't even make no
Not
difference.
bad.
To be honest.
You know,
And
a
Crystal
player
Palace-
that we, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, Bant, go on, Bant.
No, I'm just seeing a
Yeah.
player that we was in for last season. Rafinha. He's just cooking at the moment.
Ah,
I mean,
for
see?
Barcelona. What a player! What a player!
Someone
that
that
would-
can
that
play on
would-
the right as well.
And that would have
Yeah, I
risen.
think-
Saka.
There you go. There you go.
yeah, I think Arsenal were being linked to Rafael Lau this morning.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh,
Like
hell, yeah.
serious, yeah, like seriously. Look at how Matt just laughed at us.
He ain't coming, man. He ain't coming.
So y'all know what's gonna happen, man. Tony, we going right down there. Tony, you know damn well we going right down there to the left side of Belgrade, and we're gonna get some about out the 18th division of Serbian football, and they're gonna hype him up.
You know what's
The
going to be
next wonder
interesting?
kid.
You guys still remember Mayoro? You guys still remember Mayoro?
Oh yeah.
What happened to him, by the way?
Don't tell me link,
Bro,
link to
man,
him.
Arsenal have committed serious crimes, man, against us. Fans.
They're all criminals, man. They're all
Hey,
criminals.
let me answer this right quick. Yes, if the offer comes in, he's out. I don't know what I guess you think what? You think we're gonna just give everybody slide by, bro? We are equal opportunity. If somebody come in for money for soccer, out. Out. Listen, I want the very best. Let me phrase that so everybody can understand that. If y'all gonna clip this, I want y'all to clip this. Matt wants the very best player playing for Arsenal Football Club. That means the absolute creme de la creme.
Like we used to have in the day.
Exactly. There you go. We saw that problem right there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Equal opportunity. Okay, Tony. I'm sorry, brother.
See, no problems, man. And again, see, it's not that we're being linked to this players here that really leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. What really gets me thinking is it's not even about if these players will come. It's about when they come, yeah? Even if they do come, which manager is going to coach them? Because we have a manager, mind you, yeah, guys, we still have a manager who spent $40 million on Fabio Vieira and he doesn't trust him. Guys, when was the last time Fabio Vieira started a matchup?
He's only played 45 minutes all year.
I actually forgot he was still at the club. That's how much.
Tony.
I forgot he was here.
Do you guys know how much he's earning per week?
What is it? Hold on. What is it? 10 grand a week?
120.
What?
120.
What did he say? 100. He's earning 100 in a week.
100.
That's what he gets. 100 in a week.
Man,
Probably
I
plays
could sit
these
on the
average
bench for
players
these
big
guys,
wages,
man.
man.
You
Like-
can't
Okay.
make this up. You can't make this up. $40 million on the bench without playing. Why did you bring him? Because Saka is playing out there injured, and Reece Nelson can't even have a sniff, or even, bro. At least even bring Emily Smith Rowe early into the party. How about that? You know, so all these things, yeah. Our bench, you don't trust them. The substitutions, you mess them up. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's at this point, it's pitiable. It's pitiable, and I don't know, man. God help us. That's a lot.
You know he's only played 45 minutes all year, right?
45 minutes.
45 minutes, man.
I think Mbappe's won the tie for PSG 6-4 and aggregate. I'm going to give you guys a wild take now for summer, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
We're all going to be expecting Arteta to go out for a striker. This is my wild take. We're going to be looking through your papers, looking through the internet. We're being linked with this striker. We're going to be linked with that striker. Arteta stays with Kai Havertz because he's happy with Kai Havertz.
You know, that was. I think Tony brought that up.
Tony brought that up.
Oh, but he has already said that
The other
already.
day.
Brought that up
I
Friday.
mean, in the summer, this summer, like
no, Tony brought
summer
it up
transfer.
Friday.
Now, literally, on the last show, Banks, Tony actually said it.
Has he already said that?
Yeah, he said it
Apparently,
Friday.
that was going to happen.
Yeah,
Apparently, that's what he's saying.
Bant, are you in our world or are you
I'm not even joking.
in some La La Land, my brother?
yeah.
I
Well,
mean that as a joke. Are you in La La Land or are you in planet Earth? My brother,
well,
it's already done. It's already done. They were saying that in the papers just last week that Mikel Arteta and Edu, because of Kai Havertz, has proven that he is valuable and that he can even get double figures, that that they could actually have faith in him and use him as a striker next summer, next season, totally next season.
This is the
Rather
problem.
than going for a striker, that they've now turned their attention to a winger, and right now they've listed names of Rafael Leao, Rafinha, Xavi Simons, in that distance. Kai Havertz will remain as Arsenal striker next season. Guys, you don't.
Muggsy will never learn. He'll never
I'll
learn.
be honest, I haven't even seen nothing like that. But then again, I've not been looking at the news like that.
I saw it, man. I saw it. On different publications.
Man.
You
No,
guys.
no Gil Correz, no who's the other one that's cooking at the moment?
Bro,
Isaac,
we're linked to all these
Isaac.
players, but it's the journos. It's the journos just linking us to them. We're not really linked with these players. It's all lies and smoke screens.
Well,
and
to be honest, Tony, he's
Arsenal,
not bought a
Arsenal have
striker
PR.
since he's
You know
been
that,
in.
right?
He's not
Arsenal
bought
have
one
PR,
striker
you know
since
that,
he's been
right?
in.
They just pay off all this Chris Watley and all this allegedly, pay off all this.
You sure we're not gonna buy a big striker? You sure we're not gonna buy?
According to the reports I saw, they said that they're placing their faith in Kai Havertz.
My
Because
question.
he has proven the faithfuls wrong or whatever. He has proven that he could get double figures.
And in a way, that
What
makes
is he
sense.
proven though?
He gets benched, doesn't he? He get benched, shouldn't it?
Hey, he couldn't even get it out laughing. He couldn't even get it out. This side is so crazy. He couldn't even get it out.
Dortmund go through to the semi-final. So Atletico are out. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Dortmund. I mean, both.
People were saying Dortmund was the easiest team. I heard people saying that. What are they saying now, bro?
Hey, bro, we
What are
watched
they
the
saying
highlights. We watched the. Remember that last goal they scored in the last time? I was like,
Yeah.
you saw this dude just out of nothing. Go.
Out of nothing.
And I said, that's what Arsenal want to play. And I was like, 1, 2, 3, go. Bang. Just like that. You saw how quick they put Athletic to the sword today. They said, nah, we're not playing with them today. We're going to go ahead and get this on over with. Yeah. Yeah. Now, Tony, my question is, let's go back to that. Let's go back to that elephant, right? That's a big elephant. We got to go back to that one. My thing is this. We all know that we're going to be looking at a striker, but the question is, will we sign the right striker? Or will we even sign one? That's the question. Because, see, anytime Arsenal is linked with any player, are we getting the right player? Are we getting the best of it? I mean, when you go look at what we spent $65 million at, there has to be some question like, well, whoa, wait a minute. We spent $65 million on that, and what you call it, and your boy, Jorginho. It's nah, man. This is. We have to make a decision on what's going to happen here because we can't keep allowing this man. $1 billion he's getting ready to spend. 1 billion euros, whatever you want to call it. 1 billion. It's a lot of money. I know that. Let's put it like that. It's a lot of. It's a shed load of money, and we are no closer than where we were when me and Tony sat here this same time last year, raising hell about where we was at. We are in the same exact place. And the only difference is this year, we sitting there in that European Cup competition, and everybody's sitting there thinking that that's actually better. Oh, man, we've actually progressed. I told you one time we've overachieved. We've overachieved. Because I'm here to tell you, whoever else we play, if we get past Bayern tomorrow, and that's
my
a
God.
big,
Lawrence,
is
it's a lie.
1%. It is 1% chance tomorrow that we get past Bayern. There is a storm arising. Because could y'all imagine? Wouldn't it be? Let me tell you. Let me throw some of y'all away. You know, we Bant's throwing them out. I'm gonna throw them out too. Let's throw this out. I'm gonna throw this y'all away. Wouldn't it be the most craziest thing if Manchester City defeats Real Madrid tomorrow, and we end up having to see them twice? Wouldn't that mirror the same exact thing we saw last year when we saw them twice in a month, 3 times in a month, and they went here and they put us to the sword like some on Game of Thrones. They slay the dragon.
That was where the bigger fish to fry happened, isn't it? That's
Bingo.
exactly where it was born.
Bingo.
That's where it was born as well.
Bingo. Shout out to Warren's team talking Kyle in the chat. I see y'all over there.
Big up, Kyle.
Could you imagine? And it's good to see you, by the way, Kyle. Good to see you back up and moving. And you too, Warren.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let me get Warren a shot right quick. Because Warren messaged me, man, after the first week of the season. And he said, Matt, get ready. We ain't winning nothing this year. Nothing. Nothing at all. Warren was one of the first people that said it. Nothing. Kyle said it too. Nothing. I had at least a little bit of like, okay, let's see what we can do the first couple of months. But when I saw Fulham, West Ham, I said, oh, that same crack still there. The same crack still there. And then, here we are.
Yeah.
But we've got some major issues at this football club, man. The sad part about it, man, is that they're not gonna fire this manager. And like I said, if he's a man, that's the way I'm gonna start phrasing. If he's a man's man, if he's a man, he will look at himself honestly and he will say, I have gone far as I can with this team. And it would actually do him better because then he could go find him a job that he's qualified for. Rangers, they might be looking for one. Aberdeen might can go get him one over, Dagenham Red. He could go over there to Bristol City. Wrexham might, Deadpool FC might take him. Wrexham, they might look at him. I don't know. We might mess up Wrexham. Wrexham been promoted 2 times in a row. They might, no. We fine. We good. Portsmouth, they coming back into the championship. You can go down there. Pompey, But for Arsenal, it would allow us to move on and get somebody else that we need. Everybody keeps asking me about managers. I put 5 up on my page. I've had several other people drop them in. So there are more than enough managers.
Loads, man.
For me, Zidane is available. That's who we need to be. We need somebody with some pedigree. Who can
unrealistic though, Matt? That's unrealistic to some,
In my world,
very unrealistic to some.
Well, it's unrealistic in theirs, but in mine, I see crystal clear. I can see it. I'm looking right there at it.
Yeah, because they see it as no one's ever better than Arteta, is there? Oh, it's nonsense, bro. I swear down, man.
Gentlemen, I've thoroughly enjoyed this discussion. And like I said, like I named the title, the rent has come due for Arsenal. We knew that. We knew. You was trying to hide from the rent man. you was trying to. You send the child to the door.
I saw that poster you put up, man. Man, that was hilarious, man.
Hey, they was trying to hide from the rent man. They tried to send the child. They tried to send the grandmama. They tried to send everybody else, but he came to that door and he told me, "Hey, Arsenal, the rent, hey Stu, your rent's due." And you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. I'm able to say all of it,
And he falls down the stairs drunk.
Yep. They're falling down the stairs. Shit, you conscious? Yeah, Arsenal, you conscious? You know what time it is. That Man City is not going to relinquish that lead up top. They may very well draw a game, but I guarantee we'll lose one when they draw it. I guarantee.
Of course.
we're losing when they draw it. So it doesn't matter. We had a chance to get the job done. Shout out to House. That's right. The IRS came. The IRS was coming. They came.
Yeah.
They came in. And this past weekend we had a golden opportunity to do something, and we turned right around and we pissed the bed. And I predict, me personally, Tony wasn't here. But it wouldn't surprise me one bit. I'll say it again since Tony wasn't here. It wouldn't surprise me because Aston Villa is only 8 points behind us. It wouldn't surprise me for us to go from first all the way down to fourth. And we have to qualify.
No, we might get third. We might get third. It's possible
Liverpool's still sitting there. Like I said, they're only 8 points behind us now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you in your heart of heart, can you guarantee? Now I ain't gonna ask you, do you believe? I'm asking, can you guarantee that we're gonna beat Spurs, Chelsea, and United?
We'll drop points at least in one of them games. I know we're dropping points in one of them games. I just know.
And I heard no, it's not possible.
Yeah, this is why I said
what happened against Aston Villa.
Yeah,
that's the chance.
Yeah, this is why I said it's a very, very, very. It's about a good 20% chance.
The only way it's changing, it's unless Mikel Arteta somehow miraculously pulls out the win. No, pulls out the win in Bayern Munich, and then it galvanizes the team to believe and go into the next match and winning that. But again, in that same case, I doubt it. I don't think he has the mentality, and the experience as a manager to actually dish the goods out to the boys to galvanize them to win. So I don't know. But that's the only scenario where we could win. That's
a plot for WWF Monday Night Raw. That ain't happening. This ain't Cody Rhodes. This ain't no story.
Well, that's a finish historian.
This ain't no feel good story. You gotta tell us.
CM Punk.
Ain't no CM Punk. This ain't no WWF, man. We ain't get out of here, man. The only way this thing ends if this man walks away. And that's what I'm sticking with. The best thing for him to do is to walk away at the end of the season. Because I would, if I say 2 seconds, psychologically, if I was the coach and this happened to me, I had to do some soul searching. Let me let y'all in on something. I don't throw my personal business out there too often, but I don't mind telling it. Myself, my last year coaching, I looked at the team. And I said to myself, I said, you know what? Maybe my methods are becoming outdated and that it's tiring. I work a lot. I'm not able to give 100% like I used to. And I said, you know what? I told the team, I said, I'm going to step away so that y'all can get somebody that can get y'all to the next level. That's what you have to do sometimes as a coach. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that. I can go back coaching tomorrow if I want to. As a matter of fact, I've had 1 or 2 offers to go back out there and coach. I turned them down. I just don't want to be bothered with the day-to-day grind anymore.
Yeah.
But for what I'm saying is that Arteta should be able to look back because he said it himself. He said it himself beginning of the season. What did he tell Tony? What did he say? Me and you had a discussion about what did he say? He said he thought about what? Walking away.
Walking away.
Thought about walking
away.
Smith Rowe saved his job, innit? Like, let's be real. Yeah.
You saw how he repaid him too, by the way. You saw how he repaid him.
Exactly. Yeah. The coin, it did good for you, and look at the coin to use to repay him back. Put him on the bench, threw hate at him. Bro, man, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's disgraceful.
Who shot JR?
Can't even get a game.
But I tell you, man, I just for me, it's time for him to walk away, and that's the way it's just going to have to be. It's going to be either he needs to walk away, or the Kroenkers going to have to. And we know that ain't happening, but they're going to have to flex their hand. But I can tell you this: I can't take another year of this. But I'll tell you this: I tell you that. That's a fact.
After that game ended, man, I nearly it remained this little. I nearly smashed my head on the wall because I was so angry. I just needed a reset. My head was turning, and
my head was gone, man.
I was in shock. I was in shock. I was more in shock. Like if someone stamps on your foot while you're playing football, yeah, but you're still running because you got the adrenaline,
Yeah.
but the pain kicks in
Yeah.
on the next
Yeah,
day.
afterwards,
That's how
yeah.
I felt. That's how I felt.
Mm.
That's how I felt.
Yeah. I watched it. I watched it as I told y'all as I watched it. And when he made the substitution, I said, "This is match fixing.
Yeah.
This is match fixing." Because of the way he just did, I said he's panicking. He's panicking. I said he's panicking, and I just don't see where it could go better from here after that. Because we just find ourselves in another opportunity to do something, and he drops the ball. It is over, and I say it again: fifth, 93-point champions, and then this year, mass capitulation. We had a chance, and back to the brother that was as he was saying about one game. I mean, we done the business in the first half of the season. We wouldn't have that discussion. If we done the business, if Bayern Munich, if it takes Bayer Leverkusen to go damn near undefeated to win a championship, what do you think it's going to take to beat Manchester City? Who are the reigning, who are the defending European champions of football? They're the reigning European. See, people forget that. They are the European champions.
And they're up for another treble.
Up for
Let's
another
not forget that as well.
Hey, remember I told you I corrected you on that Friday. Remember I told you it's the fourth. They won the cup. What's that cup?
The Super Cup.
They won that, so they go four.
That's four.
4 people.
And we know they got one in the bag because they're gonna win the FA Cup. We know that's in the bag. So yeah. So yeah, you have to be perfect. And that's how we should strive. That should be the strive of this team, y'all. Is that we should have to be perfect. We done it before. Have we not won the title undefeated? Did we not win the title? We all saw it now. We all saw it. You have to, hey, bro, we need to move past just getting by. How many of y'all tell y'all kids to go to school? Man, just get the D, man. Just get the 69. Just get 69. All us got some Nigerian on us on this panel somewhere. You know our folks don't play that stuff. We don't play that junk.
Yeah,
go get a 69 and watch what happened in the house. Watch what happened. Go get an F and watch what happened. Go get an F and watch what happened. Go get an F and watch what happened. No. It's time for Arsenal to start striving for excellence, man. Let's go around the panel right quick. Bance, tell everybody where they can find you at, brother.
Yeah, man, I'm on Insta, Facebook, Football Bance channel. Yeah, just come hook me up, man. Give us a subscribe, like, or whatever. Watch some of the videos. Tell me what you think, comment, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you can find me on all those social media channels as well.
That sounds like
a very tired.
Defeated man. I say you sound like a defeated man, bro.
I'm defeated, man. Defeated,
bro. It do it to you. You know what, Vance? That's how I felt last year. That's how I felt last year. I felt just like somebody had me in the headlock for 4 hours. Yeah. Tony, brother.
Bro, man.
And let me hold on where Tony goes. It's sad. It's sad to watch the complete arc of Tony. From where Tony was,
man.
2 years ago.
Full 360, man.
Yeah, to see
Tony missed the positive as well.
Yeah, I mean Tony was Mott. Surely you're not going to give me Arteta, Mott. Come on, man. Come on, surely you're not. Come on, Mott. And now he is all the way on board the Arteta out train.
Yeah, man. I said it since the start of the season that I wanted the manager out, even if I was still going to support the team, because I always wanted to back the team. I believe in backing the team, even if the manager wasn't, doing his best in any way. His managerial, career still stinks, in a way, I don't think he could get us over the line, and I still don't think he can get us over the line, mostly after on Sunday, So, yeah. And again, I get burnt yet again, for just backing the team this time. So, a new manager has to come in and come and save us. Yeah. But again, I know what the Kroenkes are going to do. They're going to allow this guy to, to keep coaching this football club, because he's making money for them, and he's a good is a good puppet to have down there. He does what they want, and this manager is a good barricade. That kind of like helps the Kroenkes and shield them from criticism, because the fans would rather criticize him than to criticize the Kroenkes. So he will take the heat for them. He will make more money for them. He will keep his job, and he's laughing all the way to the bank, with Josh. So guys, just subscribe to my channel at Tony Club Gunner TV, and although I'm a little bit deflated right now, because I was really thinking that no matter what, we could get something over the line, at least try. But yet again, this team, I've done it again to us again. Back to square one. And I won't be Bant. Good luck on your watch along tomorrow. I won't be doing a watch along, because I really do think that we will be disgraced tomorrow. Luckily, I have work in the evening. Good luck. Good luck with that. Because good luck with that. Good luck with that. And to everyone who's having a watch along, then of course I do know that Matty will be having a watch along with Lee Gunner.
I told you know what I told Lee? You know what I told Lee? You know what I told him yesterday? I said I'm gonna wear a black suit tomorrow. I'm gonna wear a suit for the funeral.
Yeah, I might wear a black t-shirt, man, or something, man.
Yeah, man. Thank God I'll be nowhere near watching that match tomorrow, since I have work tomorrow. So
what's your score? What's your final score on it tomorrow? What's your for brother David? What's your score for tomorrow?
5-1.
5-1. Okay.
5-1. Right. They're gonna beat us up, and they're gonna beat us badly. It's gonna be horrible. And thank God I'm not watching it. It's going to be horrible. The way they're gonna beat us up here, I don't know. We can't defend against Aston Villa, and then you want to go defend in Allianz Arena. Come on, man. We're not clowns. We know how this ends. So, let's see what happens. But good luck to all of you doing watch-alongs, and I'm going to be watching that match tomorrow. I'm not watching that crap again. And if we lose disgracefully, and then if we go and lose against Wolves disgracefully, that's end. I'm no more doing any streams again for this year. I just close up the channel and wait until next year, because it's the end. This team has disgraced me enough. Enough is enough.
I don't think we.
Gonna TV.
What you gonna do, Tyler? What you gonna do, Tyler? What you say you gonna do?
No, I'm gonna close up the channel. After
no, you're not. No, you're not.
Hey, man.
For the year.
Hold on, Tony. My boy Tony say you go. You know how you go to church.
We've got the Euros as well, Tony. We've got the Euros as well. We've got Euros as well coming up as well.
Hey, man.
No, but Bant, because you've been part of my channel. You've been part of my channel for the past, at least the start of this season. Yeah. You have been doing shows. I've done nothing less than 200 shows for the Arsenal, talking about the Arsenal. And what is the end? What do I get at the end of the day? This type of performances against Aston Villa? It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
Tony, it's only one game, though, they say.
Hey, Tony
they say it's only one game.
It's one game.
It's only one game.
Hey, man, Tony said, hey, my boy Tony said, I'm gonna kill you in the back chat when we get through, Tony. He said, He said, "Hey man, we're gonna close it up like we at church. You know how they had a little candy at church. They close up the purse. That's how you close up your chapter."
I ain't heard no scores from none of you guys though. What are you saying? What are you guys saying?
I got 5-1 tomorrow. I would tell you.
I've got 5-1 as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be a slaughterhouse, man. It's gonna be.
I've got to be different than you guys. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna say 4-3.
4-3. Hey, I say it's gonna be just like you remember on G.I. Joe when they ran up on Nemesis and Force and all them, and it was slaughterhouse rules. That's how it's gonna be tomorrow. But they taking us to the cleaners. Shout out to Lee Gunner for the raid, man. Good to see everybody coming in. Make sure y'all hit that like share button.
Lee Gunner. Big up, Lee.
You
know what though? Can I just say something quickly though? Yeah, the games we've seen tonight, have been kind of crazy score lines. So I think there's going to be a lot of goals tomorrow. I think there'll be a lot of goals.
If Bayern Munich.
So you know what? We got
except for Bayern Munich.
Hey,
true though, man. For Bayern Munich, it will be.
We'll do a little overtime because we got the raid coming in. We'll do a little overtime right quick. Let's go into the Bars game. The only way for us to even have a chance is to do something we hadn't done, and that's to take the brakes off. They're going to have to take the brakes off tomorrow. He can't manage the game. All he can do is just say, go play. He can't be on the touchline. Because if you notice in the game with Aston Villa, the game didn't even start good, and he was already up. You saw it. Did you see it?
Them hand signals waving.
That's how you know when the game then got past him, when it's already past him. Because the manager who knows what he's doing is just going to relay the orders. Hey, we worked on it this week, and this is it. But what did you see as soon as the Aston Villa game started? All it. And it was shown in his game. Tomorrow, all he needs to do is just say, we got to win. I mean, the objective is very clear. There's really not even nothing to talk about. Now, executing is a whole different ball game tomorrow. Because as Tech said, they're going to be up for it just as much because they just got in bed. They just watched a team that has that's the Leicester City of the Bundesliga. What happened this past never won one, and the winning and go undefeated.
16 points clear as well.
Bro, they walked it. They walked it.
Walked the title.
Yeah.
They had a 5-lap head start on. Hey y'all, and also in their cup competition as well. Hadn't lost in that either. Hadn't lost in that.
Sure, and they could also make it a double actually because they're still in the Europa Cup, and I could win that one with.
That's what I'm saying. They hadn't lost in that either.
They hadn't lost everywhere, So it's very likely that they might win that one because I don't see Liverpool beating Bayern Munich, beating Bayer Leverkusen.
What's up, brother Lee? Good to see you, man.
How you doing, man?
Big up, Lee, man.
Hey, what's your score for tomorrow, Lee? What's your score for tomorrow? It's gonna be a suicide.
It depends if he rolls out with Zinchenko. If he rolls out Zinchenko on that left again,
he might as well go home if he does that. He might as well go home.
You know he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Target that left hand side, and it's just gonna be cooking.
But see it, guys. Is there any doubt if he's gonna do it or not? He's going to.
I was on that.
He's gonna do it because see, I think this manager, I think he wants to prove people wrong, or he wants to prove the Arsenal fan base, that don't believe in him, wrong so bad. I've seen it. They asked this manager in the press conference after the Aston Villa matchup. You had Thomas Partey. Now, direct questions from the journalists down there. You had Thomas Partey down there on the bench. Why didn't you bring in Thomas Partey or allow Thomas Partey start that game? And do you know what this manager said? He said, you know what? I did not put him in because I am the manager.
Saeed, what's up, Brian? Ain't gonna be easy.
We got Saeed.
What's up?
Big up Saeed, man. Yeah, big up Saeed, man. That's what this manager.
This is the arrogance of this manager, Tony. Look at the way he answered that question.
It's so arrogant. That's what he said.
Right.
He said, I'm the manager. I decide who to bring. Bro, he couldn't even take a moment to even digest that situation and
Tony.
analyze it for the people who are there, who are listening to
Man's
how
a
was
joke.
going to answer that question. Because you had a legitimate player in Thomas Partey down there, and you put in a guy who's already, by June, July, in fact, by July, Jorginho should be leaving this football club.
You know what? You know what you should be hearing right now, Tony? You should be hearing this. Yeah, y'all remember back in the day when we used to have when players like you remember when we signed Alexis Sanchez, we knew it was gonna happen before the season, before we know all it was just a formality. We'd already had a pre-agreement. You need to be hearing pre-agreements for some of these players right now. Right now, you need to be hearing pre-agreements for people who moved on. Eddie Nketiah, he's going to Crystal Palace. He's going, he's going somewhere. Needs to be agreement. He's going to the LA Galaxy. LA Galaxy.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Do you know why it's not going to happen? Because the Arsenal board has already given a raise to Don Edu for a job well done. Haven't you heard it?
I said a raise.
He need to raise his ass up out of here.
They've given him benefit.
That's what they need to be doing. Hey, Tony, they need to raise his ass out of here. Is what they need to be doing. That's what they need to give him a raise for. Raise his ass up out of here. It's time to go.
They've given Don Edu a raise, and they've given his crew a raise. That's of course, definitely when you're raising.
These men getting raised for not winning nothing.
Exactly, they said for a job well done, and that was just a week ago. So they've given him a raise, and they've also given him lots of bonuses for a job well done. And then you guys think we're gonna bring in Rafael Lau in the summer?
But you know what? You know what? I heard Kyle say. I heard Kyle say this. I think it was over on Dale Boy Sunday night. I think it was Kyle. He said that the jet, he's either Kyle or either Warren, said that the objective has pretty much been made anyway. Because we either way it go, we qualify for Europe, so they satisfied. Which would surprise me because that's the way we roll. That's the way we roll. And as far as the arrogance of this manager, we know this manager is arrogant when you go back to the Newcastle game. Getting on the referees and stuff. I told y'all what this manager should do. I said at the end of this season, if he had any sense about himself. Lee, you in here because you didn't hear it. I said because Lee in here. I'll say it again. This manager should, at the end of the season, walk away.
Craig David settings, man. Walk away, man.
Walk away, bro.
Facts.
Out. Go home. And then go over to La Liga, Sevilla, go somewhere else. But it should not be here.
They're probably going to announce a contract. They're probably going to announce the contract after the Bayern game, probably.
Yeah.
You know what? Whatever loss we get next, you're going to hear about all of this stuff you'll start hearing about next season. They'll roll out kits. Yeah. They'll roll out new keychains.
The PR will be in full flow.
Retro kits.
New belts for suits and all this stuff. We'll have the loafer line of Arsenal shoes.
We'll probably have a new dog.
Ian Wright.
Yeah, we have
Ian Wright doing his winning speech and all that malarkey.
You know the propaganda. I told you I'm gonna start referring to it. Lee calls it the PR. I call it the propaganda arm of Arsenal because that's all it is. Pump out propaganda like it's World War II. We just keep saying the same thing. Posters all over the place. Everything just all of the catchphrases. But we all know what happens. We all know all of this. But where's the talk about championships? Where's the talk about we winning? You saw what the manager said. He said tomorrow if we win, it's a transformational type win. Brother, I mean, why is it that
he's drunk? He's drunk. I think he's drunk.
He's drunk on power. He's drunk on power.
He's drunk.
Yeah.
He's not
drunk on power.
He's drunk.
Anybody
stubborn.
Anybody that makes
hard-headed
the chances, the substitutions that he made. Anybody that's so arrogant, you got to think he's arrogant for him to take one to just discard Aston Villa and just go directly to Bayern Munich in the middle of a title run.
Is that a surprise, though, bro? Is that a surprise? Because he's done this how many times? When it's critical.
But you can't get the Larsons of the world to see that.
Bro.
You can't get the Larsons of the world to see that. You can't get the Larsons of the world to see that. This is why I said 8th. That's why I kept. That's why I went all the way back. Because if I go back to last year, people will say, "Well, Matt, we did finish in second place." This is why I stopped. I don't. If you ever notice, when I refer to his track record, I never go to last year. I go back all the way to the beginning. 8th, 5th, 93-point champions, and then this year. And he pissed all the cups away pretty much for this year outside of his Champions League that we overachieved.
All of them
all the way.
Because we've overachieved. This Champions League. The problem, gentlemen, with this, with the way we do things at Arsenal, any success overshadows the real problem. It's like going to the doctor and the doctor tells you this is the diagnosis. Yeah, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn yesterday. Yeah, bro, we just told you that. That's how we look at stuff. We just told you that you have an issue, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn yesterday. So I feel fine. I mean, but we have a problem. Yeah, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn yesterday. That's how we roll. We completely discard the facts. The facts of the matter is, regardless of this game tomorrow, we still got problems in this team. We've got problems with this manager. And sadly, these are the same the problems that we've dealt with over the last several years. Where in this 8th, 5th, 2nd, and 2nd is the title?
Can I quote something that Arteta said yesterday
Go ahead,
after the presser? He said, on his confidence in the characters in the dressing room, he says, "We don't have any other solutions." That's a red flag straight away. If you want to win championships, if you want to be there in the Champions League, when you have these moments, you have to stand up. Okay, so let's see what you do tomorrow. If not, then that means you don't have quality that is very necessary. And right now is a big test for us. It's always a big test, isn't it, for this guy? This guy loves all the PR and.
Read that last line again, Vance. I want to hear that one more time. Read that last line again.
I bet.
He says,
if not, yeah.
He says, if not, that means you don't have quality that is very necessary, and right now is a big test for us.
Whose fault is it that we don't have the quality?
It's him. He failed to bring in a striker. He failed to bring in a midfielder to help out Martin Odegaard when he turns off. He failed to bring a winger who will be a like-for-like replacement for Bukayo Saka. He failed all through. It caused a problem that brought in Raya to come and disrupt what we had there in our goalkeeping position, even when we didn't need to do anything on that front. This manager has killed this team. He's dried the whole spirit. He's bottled 2 league titles already. He spent nothing less than 700 million, and all for nothing. No trophies, nothing. This manager is a disgrace. He needs to be booted out of the football club ASAP as we talk, because he can't get us over the line. And it's nothing personal against the manager. It's just that he can't get us over the line. He's not experienced enough. He can't do it. How about that? He can't do it. Like, I have nothing bad against this man. Let's get that correctly. Nothing bad over him. Nothing. I just think he can't get us over the line. Let's go out there. We have Anti-Flickles down there. He knows what it means to win a Champions League. He knows what it means to win come on, man, the German Bundesliga. Come on, man. Go get that guy in. Come, talk, liaise with him. But you know what? This board, they will never get that signing going. Nothing.
No, because it had to be held accountable.
That is making money for them. Mikel Arteta is making money for them. This manager has raked in the cash for them. They're okay with Champions League football, just appearing in Champions League football. They're okay, totally with it. These guys don't want to win. So, I'm sorry, man. This manager is going nowhere.
Let me ask you a question.
It's going nowhere.
Let me ask you a quick question. Do you ever think you'll see a Champions League in your lifetime? Because I don't think.
No, I gave up on that, man. I gave up on that. I had even with Wenger, man. Because let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to Wenger. What was the main thing that people started to get uneasy about that before the league was even brought up? That just piled it on. We weren't good in Europe. We was getting sent home. Every time you look up, soon as we get to the knockout, home. Every time, home. The only thing that really got him out of here was the year he didn't buy an outfield player. That was what got him out of here and pissed the league away. We've been dealing with this. When you look at these teams like today, like you said today, like you was watching the game. I didn't get it. I was doing this. But I know this. Every team that played today was of a higher caliber. Even Dortmund. Look at their players and look at ours. And this is what I've been trying to tell people. In order to win those competitions, you have to have all your bases covered. Now, how is it that Dortmund is so-called, they sold these players, they moved players along, and they still competitive?
They're still competitive.
No matter what. I don't care what they say about over in that league. Like I told you, don't look at the German league this year because they had to go undefeated to win it. If they'd have dropped 3 games, Bayern is right there on top of them. So that don't even, everybody's in the play. If Leverkusen would have dropped 4 games, the whole league was in play. So let's not look at that. But look at the fact that they have sold players, moved players on. They bring up, look at Dortmund, how their youth system. They bring up good players. They have the fundamentals. Lion Terry, remember we talked about the basics that about Friday. That how every other these teams, they have the basics. They know how to pass the ball. Look at the misplaced passes we have this year. Look at the throwing. Can't even throw the ball in. Look at the talent IQ. Look at the IQ level of some of our players. What you have players that go. They go backwards. They go sideways. They go from left. They go to right. We're attacking. They turn around and go the other way.
They shoot near posts.
Yeah. Look at the crosses. Look at some of them crosses, the misplaced passes in the Aston Villa game. What was it Chico doing?
Zinchenko.
Yeah, but come on. You know what I'm saying? They have a better talent ID. The players can get the most fundamental thing better than some of our players can do. Quite frankly, you remember we were talking about that devastating pass of the other night, and then here come Odegaard and do it. We just talked about it Friday. I said if he could just get that part of his game in, it's no telling how good he could be. Goes out there and does it, can't get no end result. Why? Because the other player don't have the fundamental basis to execute when it's time to get the job done.
And you know what, even one of the things that even fascinates me, look at Manchester City. Why isn't Arsenal taking a cue from Manchester City and how they're doing things, At a time when maybe a player like Alvarez can get them over the line, a player like Haaland can get them over the line. Even you can even throw in maybe a player like Phil Foden, But again, they have Bob to call on to bring him in, part of their DNA to bring in into
Look at Liverpool
to help them out. Look at Rico Lewis. They have that to bring in Clark, Bradley, Elliott. At these young players that are being groomed by these football clubs to help them out. How about Arsenal?
When was the last
one? When was the last time you saw Waneri in this team?
When was the last time we drug up somebody from our academy and they took us to the next level?
Make that make sense.
I can't remember.
Make that make sense.
That long.
That's the problem.
What you gonna say, Jack Wilshere? Is that what you're gonna say?
It's broken. It's broken. It's broken.
And they just put naming rights on it. They just renamed the part, whatever it is. See, that's what all they worry about is making $1. Cities over here, that youth system is making them money hand over fist. Hand over fist. Chelsea.
Cole Palmer being the prime example.
Chelsea. And here we are, we're buying trash. We're going to the trash to buy trash. We're not going out. I keep telling y'all, I can't get people to see it. We don't buy the bet. The question needs to be, if they were saying, well, Matt, we're looking at a player, I would just simply say, is this the best available player? Is this the best available player in his age bracket?
Scraps. We'll buy scraps from Chelsea. Scraps. I was on Twitter, and someone was saying, "Let's go get Modric." I couldn't believe my ears.
That's what we buy right there. We go and we get the track. That's what we go get. We reach down there, and then we just get whatever we can get. We take it. That's what we do.
It's mad.
That's what we do.
I was on Twitter the other day, and some Arsenal fans were saying, "Hey, let's go get Modric from Chelsea. Yeah, it's fast. He can do." I was like, "This guy's brain dead." And this guy's brain dead. And these are Arsenal fans. So, man, I don't know.
So they haven't learned their lesson about getting Chelsea bums, yeah. And we're going to get another bum.
I don't know. These guys, I don't know. They're smoking a different kind of kush. So I don't really understand what these guys are thinking.
They ain't the kush that I've been doing, man. Trust me. It's on Netflix.
Bush. The other day, Tony said that Bush.
What type of bush are this guy smoking? I'm telling you, man. Modric.
Yeah, but see. Also, you look at it. We joking around, man. But you know what? We was to pay $90 million for that.
Yeah, we was. Yeah.
We was in for $90 million on that, man.
It's like a joke now, but we nearly paid $90 million for that.
Yeah.
For that jet.
Yeah, and I told y'all. I said only Arsenal. West Ham told us, we went to the table. They told us, Tony, we joke about this all the time. They told us 75 million. They said it's too much. We come back, we pay 100 million. Make that make sense. Make that make sense.
Tito says Facebook Marketplace. Oh my day.
Yeah, that's what we.
Oh my God.
That's exactly where we at, man.
Oh my days. Facebook Marketplace.
I mean,
hey man, I need to head to work tomorrow, man. Let me exit, man.
Brother, let's look at, man. We all to shut it down, man. It's been a blast tonight. Look here. Tony, y'all can find Tony Clark Gunner TV. Y'all make sure y'all go like and subscribe, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
Lion Tech, where can everybody find you?
Yeah, man. Lion Tech's TV on YouTube. Big up to everyone, the panel. Big up to everyone in the comments. Bro, I'm still deflated, man. Like after the rant that I did on my channel, man, I'm still annoyed, fam. And there's more pain and misery to come tomorrow. So fasten your seatbelts, people, man. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, bro.
But if there is no pain and misery, what then? I'm just putting it out there. If there isn't no pain and misery, what happens then?
We get ready. We get ready for that ass whooping next round.
Yeah.
We get ready for the super fans.
It's better.
Super fans, PR.
When you see the ass whooping coming, it's a whole lot better. When you know it's coming, it's a whole lot better. That's why that loss this past weekend, everybody on this, you'll feel much better because you know what's coming. You know what's coming.
Oh yeah.
Why do you think I got the stream title? What it is? The rent is due. The rent is due. The rent is due. Ladies and
shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone who came and joined us. Big up to everyone who watched us for how many hours? I think I came here an hour later, but I was here for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Big up to everyone,
big up to all of you, and subscribe to each and everyone's channel down here.
Yes. Yeah. Subscribe to everyone. Everyone, man.
Subscribe to Lion Tech.
Saeed, good to see you, man.
Too.
Tech.
Big up to everyone.
Tony, Vance, you doing your thing over there, man. Proud of you, man. Tech, enjoy it, man. And Tony, congratulations, Tony, too. I meant to tell you this too. Congratulations on getting your repping badges, man. Big stuff.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. In fact, the truth is that I have to ref a game at the same time, a league game at the same time with the Bayern Munich match. So that's why I won't even be watching it in first place.
He gonna be handling the VAR. He gonna be doing the VAR tomorrow.
I'm actually refing tomorrow. Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thanks, Bant.
Yep. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. For those who came in late, catch the replay, man. We were going off earlier. ripping this debacle of a football club that we've got going on right now. And tomorrow, the black suit settings, Hearst, and all that good stuff, man. We're gonna have doves and all that stuff. And we get ready for that funeral tomorrow. Getting ready for that funeral, man. Go get you some rest, everybody.
Violence.
It's gonna be a long day tomorrow, man.
It's gonna be a
Long
long day, guys.
I'm ready, man.
Yeah, and
All
then
black.
and then if we win, we still gonna get our ass whooped next round. So don't think that ass whoop. We got you get past next
You're
round,
humble.
you got another ass whooping coming. So don't worry. Don't worry. All right. We are out. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
Peace, man.